Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sports Report Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan. We got a lot going on, but y'all still them boys? Y'all all right? Y'all okay? Y'all off suicide watch? 12 straight wins, 3 years in a row. And what came of it? Nothing. Trash. McCarthy got to go. Dan Quinn got to go. They all got to go. All right. I done said my piece. No, I didn't. I got to get my laugh in one more time. Tonight's going to be a fantastic night. We got my future ex-wife here. We got Erica in the building. My future ex-wife in the building. I'm about to pay her like $1,200 a month in child support. But before we do that, let me get to my boy Seven real quick. Seven, what's up?
Man, it is so good that I get to work with Stephen A. Smith if you got him off of Temu. But I'm so glad to be here tonight, man.
Talk to me. What's up?
Oh, man. You know, International Signing Day, and nobody gave a fuck.
That's pretty much about right.
Great job, MLB. Rob Manfred's a fucking marketing genius.
They did nothing to promote it.
I didn't even...
Nothing. I knew about it because you did a post on it.
No, it wasn't me that put that in there. Somebody else put it in about the other Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Yeah.
The redheaded stepchild, half brother, whatever.
Don't matter. They still gonna find a way to lose.
That's the Mets way.
It's a Mets mentality.
That's
Mamba mentality, Mets mentality.
Yep.
All right. I brought her up earlier. Let me bring in my future ex-wife. The woman who I'll be writing future child support checks to for the next 18 years. We're my girl Erica. And Erica, what's up?
Hi.
What's up? What's going on?
Listen, it's been a very interesting night so far.
All right, now you got some big news you want to break. Go on, break it, girl.
Well, I got a report from the Sleeper app just a little while ago.
Uh-oh.
That said that Bill Belichick has been in contact with Arthur Blank about the fucking head coach position of the Atlanta Falcons.
Wait, there was another part to that. Add the other part. I need to watch the rest of this hit him.
There's not a deal in place, but there is talk that it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. Mm-hmm. What?
That's some bullshit.
No.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
And now you see I have a whole glass of wine.
That's some bullshit.
That is the equivalency of a bottle.
That's some BS. Y'all have done nothing to deserve Bill Belichick's greatness. Y'all have done nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing to deserve that man's greatness.
What karma? Hold on.
You ain't deserve shit.
Karma.
Look at
Why
baby, I
are
love
we
you.
gonna hire the man? 28-3, dude.
Look.
This is the man that did it to us.
But look though.
What?
But look though. Y'all ain't done nothing to deserve that gift. What the fuck is do to deserve that gift? What they do?
You go back to NOLA and shut your fucking fleur-de-lis ass, okay? Thanks.
Unless we won our Super Bowl. Baby, look, we always gonna have the argument around the house. This is all gonna be our argument.
Show, I gotta say this. One shit show roster to another. Desmond Ritter's not an NFL quarterback. I'm sorry, he's not.
Shit, David Carr barely an NFL quarterback.
I mean, he's just not. And the disastrous roster, he would have been better off staying in New England.
You know what though? I'm gonna pivot with a caveat, and this is gonna make my future wife happy. If they get Justin Fields, that's the difference maker right there. If they give up that pick and get Justin Fields, and then come around and get Bill Belichick, that's the key. That's the difference maker.
Okay, but here's the question. Is Atlanta smart enough to do that? Exactly. So you're talking a hypothetical situation that's never going to happen.
Is Atlanta smart enough? No. Is Bill Belichick smart enough? Yes.
I mean, touche.
But you're bringing in, because Atlanta hired a GM already, didn't they?
Yeah, Arthur Blank.
Is Blank? Oh, I thought Blank was the owner. Okay, yeah. All right.
No, wait, no, he is the owner. I don't remember who they hired now.
Because I thought I saw that they hired a GM. If they didn't, they're not going to. It's Bill Belichick. And the first thing he's going to do is get rid of Ritter. Ritter.
Y'all might have Mac Jones.
Or Ritter will be the backup quarterback.
Y'all might have Mac Jones over there and stuff.
Terry Fontenot is what it says.
Our old GM. Okay. Our old
Okay.
GM. Okay.
Yeah. So then Terry Fontenot's job is to do what Bill Belichick wants. Bill Belichick is going to focus on coaching, but he's going to go, that's supposed to be Justin Fields when he points at Desmond Ritter. And Terry Fontenot's just going to turn around. He's going to call Chicago. He's going to, all right, we want him.
You give up that pick. You give up your first round.
You have to.
And your newborn baby, and go get Justin Fields. That's what you do. If you get him with Bill Belichick. And here's the thing that pisses me off about the Falcons. It ain't like they ain't got talent.
But here's the other thing: is you still have, if you're the Falcons, the other problem you're going to run into is you still have to find a solid offensive coordinator, because Bill Belichick is a defensive-minded coach.
That's true.
So really, if you're going to go for broke on this, if you're Atlanta, if this is really what you're doing, you have to give Eric Bieniemy so much money.
Exactly.
He doesn't think about taking a head coaching job for 4 more years to get Atlanta back to the promised land. That is your solution. So you're dumping a lot of money into Bill Belichick, a lot of money into
but they got a lot of talent on that team, though.
Yes, they do.
I think Belichick can get that talent to where it needs to be. Ain't no way in the world Kyle Pitts shouldn't be in the end zone, have 10 touchdowns in a season. Ain't no way he shouldn't be doing that. And then you go back and look at London.
I say Drake London. Fucking
Kyle Pitts should be putting up
Robinson.
Kyle Pitts should be balling out. He is absolutely fucking nasty.
He should
best
be
athletic tight end.
He's not.
He should be the fifth best tight end.
That's where he should be. No, you're 100%. No, you're right. That's the exact number. You're 100% correct, because you got Kelsey, and then you got Kittle, of course. Those two, and then you got Mark Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
And then
if you take Dallas Goedert, okay.
Yeah, Dallas Goedert. I would put Dallas. Yeah, I'd put Dallas Goedert. That's who I was sitting on.
Goddard ain't doing shit.
But he coming off an injury.
No,
This is a bad game. This is a bad game, but Dallas Goedert is legitimately the fourth best tight end in football. I give that to him. Let's bring Ando in. I think it looks like he's ready. Let's bring Ando in.
Ando, ready. Ando, you ready to go, my brother? Gotta bring my brother Ando in real quick. Ando, what's up, man? The hell?
Does anyone know who I am? I am an Ando, but I am Rob Ando. The person you talk to is AC, and unlike the Dallas Cowboys, I'll show up for the first half. Okay? I am here to tell you guys how it goes in the sports world. I'm just kidding. My brother's here with me too. I could not pass up the opportunity to take his spot and lay some knowledge about how bad the Cowboys played this yesterday. It was just so funny to see. And just to see the look on your guys' face, pulling a swerve with Ando was just top notch.
The thing that got me. But I do want to put about Erica for a quick second. You know the thing that gets me. The Falcons defense played better the past 2 years than they've ever played. That's a good defense in Atlanta.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
That's a good defense.
100%.
Agreed.
You have talent on that team. You just need to turn it around. They can do it.
I mean, if you ask me, the honest opinion is that, exactly like you just said, Will, we have a D. We've got a good D.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting that D to have the support of that O-line doing their fucking job.
Yup.
This is a team game. You can't just have the D show up. The O can't just show up. Both got to show up, and you got to do it. See what I did there? Oh,
I see. But look, here's my thing. You drafted Bijan Robinson. That's a generational talent.
Yep.
Generational talent.
Kyle Pitts is a generational talent at tight end. If he's in the right scheme, he's putting up Kelsey-esque numbers.
Yeah.
I mean,
Once he gets going.
got exactly like you said, Will. You got Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and
Mhm.
Bijan Robinson. How is ATL not doing shit? Exactly like I just told Tony.
They should be winning
Talking
this
about
match.
a different team, but if you look at ATL, horrible analogy to use right now, probably, but y'all are over here sitting here kind of to an extent looking like the Dodgers. Y'all got that talent, but y'all just straight choking the whole fucking time.
If you go back,
No, because the
If you go
Dodgers
back
win
and-
games.
that's true. But if you go back and look at it,
True.
they're the youngest team. I think the youngest or second youngest in that division.
I think you're correct.
They should be at least in second. I still think Tampa might have them beat in terms of overall talent with Evans and Godwin and their running backs, but they should be at least an easy second and competing for first in that division. Look, I love the Saints, but Saints are old. We're old.
ATL should have done something this year.
I mean,
Something.
To me, yeah, I think Atlanta does have a lot of good talent. They do have
They do.
Robinson, they do have Pitts. I like London, but you just got to have the right connection pieces for that. I mean, I hate to bring in my team. Look at Jacksonville, 8-3. Trevor Lawrence, generational talent. Calvin Ridley, you take a look at him. He was supposed to be balling in Atlanta when he was there. Evan Ingram turned it around when he came to Jacksonville, yet with injuries, with people just not making their assignments right and everything like that, you can have the talent, you can have the pieces. If you can't put it together, you're going to fail. And unfortunately, Jaguars didn't make it this season, and it pisses me off. But unfortunately, the right team won the AFC South. I hate to admit it, but it's just one of those things that we had the team.
Well, I mean,
we had the team to win. So
another thing that comes with it is that you do have to have that chemistry. You do have to have that, because if you don't have, I mean, who was it? Was it Tyre? No, OBJ. That's who it was. That constantly was having issues because I'm the shit. I'm the baller. Give me the ball. That doesn't work on a team because it's a team game. You have to have that.
Look what happened to the Giants when he started doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's chemistry is important, but so let me ask you this about your Jaguars.
Bring it.
As somebody who is watching, because I've watched some, but I haven't really had time to go back and watch more.
I love Sunshine.
What changes? And I love Sunshine. Great
Love
quarterback. A lot
Love
of potential out of that kid. What changes does, outside of working on chemistry, what changes does Jacksonville need to make to actually make a push next season?
They need to be healthy. If Trevor Lawrence has any injury, he's not himself. And if he's not himself, we're not winning games. That defense kept us in a lot of games until late in the fourth quarter. Take a look at Baltimore. That game could have been any point. Trevor Lawrence was hurt that game, couldn't play. Tampa Bay, we had no chance to beat them. Don't injure Trevor Lawrence. Don't keep him out there. Bring in CJ. Look how well he did against Carolina. And while I do appreciate his fight, I do appreciate his drive to be on the field, because if I'm going to be getting paid $10 million, my ass is going to be on that field. Right. But if I'm going to be hurt and I'm going to be hurting the chances for my team, I would rather sit it out and let somebody who's healthy, who's proved that he can make the plays, and put it in the hands of my backups to try to win me that game. Cincinnati, he got hurt. That could have gone either way. And as much as it pains me to say that, Jacksonville, they just didn't have, that wasn't their night. Baltimore, Cleveland, Tampa Bay, keep him off the field, let him get healthy. They've got to run the ball more too. I mean, come on, Travis Etienne, he is a baller when he's on point. Absolutely. But you're down by 7, you're down by 14. Oh, we got to abandon all of the running. Just like with Atlanta, you have Bijan Robinson. Why aren't you giving him the ball? Give Travis Etienne the ball. He knows how to make the plays. He can do that. We have the playmakers, but when you're relying on somebody who's at 70, 75%, and he can't make the plays that he's making, it's hard to win football games with that. Now, on the flip side, I don't think it's entirely Doug Peterson's fault that I don't think there were any issues with the coaching. Yeah, I mean, offense and defense, like we said, they eventually made mistakes. But I don't know if I'm a fan of Press Taylor because he's not utilizing the offense to its full potential. Oh, crap. Sorry. Just lost the cam there. I don't appreciate him not utilizing the full potential for the offense. But we have the pieces, we can make it work. So I don't think we need to be 180 degree about face, get rid of everybody, even though I don't like the idea of us getting rid of our defensive coordinators and most of their assistants. But I understand changes have got to be made, but I don't think anything drastic needs to happen yet for Jacksonville. Next year, if they're getting to the point where they're going to be out of the playoffs, then yes, something needs to change.
I agree. Oh, I agree.
Yeah. So, and that's coming from somebody who's been a Jaguars fan my entire life. Witnessing the very first playoff win against the Buffalo back in 96.
Yeah.
I suffered through the Blake Bortles years. I suffered through the Blaine Gabbert. I suffered through the Chad Henne. Mark Brunell, still my dog. I don't think Trevor Lawrence isn't the generational talent that he is. I think he's great. But this fourth year, he's got to make a step up, and he's got to prove that that's his division to win. Otherwise, I think we need to make a change. We need to make a change somewhere. But Trevor, he's proved he can be reliable.
Yeah,
8-3 start, he did good. But we got to fix. We got to keep him healthy, and we got to fix some pieces.
Well, we lost that.
I actually backed out for a second.
So, and as you can see, Ando's right here.
No, I was interested in your take in the Jaguar season because I didn't get to watch as much of their football, and there is so much talent on that roster.
There is. And I'm not going to say anything ill about the Atlanta Falcons that hasn't already been said. Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, you guys have a phenomenal defense.
For sure.
But when you've got Arthur Smith, who spends more time trying to have a perfect mustache,
who is definitely a white guy,
thinks he's black. Oh, you think Arthur Smith's black? That's funny.
No,
like you got all of this. You got all of this talent, but you're not utilizing it to your full potential. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. Okay, I don't know if I'm.
What's going on, my brother?
Okay, he's better looking. Fuck you, Daniel. He's better looking. I'm smart, so I'll take
my
that.
baby back on. That's my boo.
Arthur Smith this black. Oh, was Arthur Smith this black?
Hey, and let's be honest too, Ando. By the way, we don't have Arthur Smith. I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh yeah, he got fired. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but I will admit,
he didn't even get a chance to get on the. They fired him at night. Right after the game, he was done. He didn't even get a chance to get on the team bus.
Okay, would you rather be fired during halftime or not be able to get on your team bus? Which is worse?
Hold on. When it comes to the best firings, when it comes to the best firings, Brandon Staley, he should have been fired at halftime. He should have been gone at halftime. He should have never run down that locker room.
You ain't coming back to your office, cuz your office is already cleaned out. Cuz
you're stuck in Las Vegas. Get a job at a strip club.
Get a job at a strip club. There you go. You just dropped the strip club, cuz. But
you got to fly commercial home, bro. Like,
but I do like
nobody wants you on the plane.
But I do
dude,
like,
you're not even good enough for commercial. Take Greyhound.
Damn, you gotta take the bus. But I do like what the Falcons and Jaguars potential could be.
Absolutely.
They're both young teams that just build a little bit different strengths here and there. I like AJ Terrell for the Falcons defense, one of the best corners in the league. I'm liking him. And like I said, they're young and get the right coach, the right offensive coordinator who's going to invest some time to get these boys up there. I never understood why these other running backs got play over Bijan. I didn't get it. I don't understand it. It's like,
I don't either.
Bijan should have had 20, 25, 30 carries in games. This got 10, 15.
And like you
Come
said,
on, man.
Kyle Pitts should have been getting 5, 6, 7, 8 receptions. He should have been utilized
Yeah.
across the middle, and
Kyle
they
Pitts
never
should be
did that.
getting 10
Listen,
to
and here's
15
the
targets a
thing.
game in a minimum.
In
Yeah.
all reality, Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson, all they have to do is say, go watch my film in college. There's no reason, and I get it. These are two different like playing fields. So I do understand that. But
No, you are
You're
100%
absolutely right.
correct.
these
You're
two
100%
dudes ball out.
They
Go
do.
watch them in college.
Yep.
And you're telling me that you're putting them on the back line? Bijan Robinson is gross. This dude is a beast. And this is coming from an Oklahoma Sooner fan. They got our asses stomped by Bijan Robinson.
Yep.
So why is Atlanta not utilizing the weapons that they have? It's disgusting.
I got a problem
Next
with the
team I'm
fact.
repping, I'm done. I'm going Philly. Fuck it.
My problem is this. And no disrespect to the player, because I think the player at the end of the day is a very good player. Ain't no way in the hell Jonnu Smith need to be catching the ball at all with Kyle Pitts on this roster. Yeah, maybe a dual tight end setting, in the goal line situations. Ain't no way in the hell this man's supposed to be getting catches like that.
Dan is such an asshole.
Damn, Dan.
Hey,
Damn.
Dan, why don't you come here and talk your shit instead of doing it behind a computer, buddy?
Oh, somebody getting that call out.
Cool. Sounds like
Will, you said you were going to protect me, okay?
I will protect you.
Okay,
I
all
will
right.
make sure
So
nobody
there
hurts you,
was
bro. I
there
got
was one
you.
thing I wanted to talk to
I got
Seven
my
about
baby. I got you.
because I was listening to you guys talk, and I wanted your insight, because I actually agree with you on 3 points that you were talking about when you were talking about the tight ends earlier.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce to me, number 1.
No
George
question.
Kittle, number 2, no question. I actually think, especially with this year, Kittle and Kelce were probably swapping number 1, number 2 all season long.
They
And
probably
they
were.
do that. They do that.
Mark
Yeah.
Andrews, before he got hurt, was in the running with that too. To
As
me,
usual.
I probably would have put number 4, either Hawkinson or Laporta. Because
My only issue with TJ, my only issue, you seen like 4 or 5 games this year where he didn't record a catch. That's my only issue with Hawkinson. As far as Sam Laporta goes, he's a rookie. He had a very good year, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But sometimes those two guys cannot show up. And that's my
I
issue
agree.
with both of them.
No, I agree. Dude, I'm totally down with that. But to and then we were talking, you said Kyle Pitts could be number 5. I agree with that one too.
Realistically.
So Evan Ingram, I would believe is top 10 too, but it's just for that, like unless you can utilize a football game like Kittle, like Andrews, like Kelce, no one's gonna top them in the tight end department.
Mm-mm.
So
Ingram to me could be top 10.
he could be, but again, they got to utilize the pieces and
gotta
keep
use
Lawrence
them.
healthy. So
Yeah, you gotta use them.
It's
A tight end and a
problem
running
with
back should be a
Hawkinson-
quarterback's best friend.
Yeah.
because they're going to get them out of jams when the wide receivers can't do it. So.
Exactly.
All right, y'all. I'm going to let AC Ando get back on the mic here.
Good to
It's
talk
been
to
a
you,
pleasure
brother.
playing with you
Good to talk
guys.
to you.
Like I said, I had to come in for the Dallas skit to start off. Power to the Cowboys, man. One and done. Fire
12
McCarthy.
win seasons.
One and done.
Ain't won nothing.
All right, guys.
Hey.
Ando's coming back. Give me a
Hey,
moment.
all right, man. Have a good one. Hey,
You too, brother. Thanks for letting me be on.
you're welcome, man. Hey, did somebody check on Skip Bayless? Is he still alive? Is he all right?
Oh,
He
Skip
looked
okay?
like I watched. No, I got up to watch Undisputed this morning. Skip Bayless was a broken man.
I gotta watch that.
He was a broken man. Oh my God. And Michael Irvin, he was very
Cowboys.
somber. He was very somber.
I
but-
just want to say, coming back into the podcast, I don't mean to interrupt. Up yours, Daniel. I'm still the cooler guy. Up yours. What up,
Like-
everybody? How we doing tonight?
What up, man?
What's up, buddy?
So, you
Michael
guys-
Irvin was down, but I think it's Michael Irvin just loves the organization he played for. He's so bought into that culture in the Cowboys.
Yeah, he is. He
Like
is.
with Michael
And
Irvin,
Jimmy Johnson, even Jimmy Johnson being ran out of town and the way that he was emotional at halftime about that game
Yep.
just tells you everything you need to know. McCarthy needs to go.
Yep.
They need to light a fire in that locker room. Did not have any fire going into that half. Like, I don't know what McCarthy did this week. I don't know if they were rested on, it's just the Packers. The Packers are rolling into that with all the momentum. Dallas, sure, you beat Washington. Arizona.
I got a question.
Didn't beat Washington to begin the season. Okay, so that's
I got a question. I got a question. And I think Arizona, A, put the blueprint out on how you can beat the Cowboys.
Yep.
B, do you get rid of Dan Quinn?
No, absolutely not.
I don't think so. I think, if anything, because I know Erica was talking about Belichick going to the Falcons. I could hear that through the headset.
I need some more wine.
I think Belichick going to the Packers is a more realistic opportunity than Belichick going to the Falcons because, A, Jerry Jones has the championship caliber that Arthur Blank does not. Arthur Blank, since he's owned the team, has been to 1 Super Bowl, maybe 2 if he was the owner when the Falcons went in '98.
I thought he was.
No, I don't think he was.
So, and I don't think he was either. So
he might not have been. He might not have been.
1 Super Bowl for sure. And you have none of those high caliber players from when Atlanta went to the Super Bowl. The Cowboys, they have the prestige, they have the logo, they have the look, they have the class. Mm-hmm. I think Belichick, if he doesn't full-fledged retire, it's the Chargers or the Cowboys, or one of the two, because they have the most upside.
Yeah, see, that's where we differ. I think Harbaugh will go to the Chargers before Belichick will.
I think because Harbaugh had an interview with the Chargers, he also has an interview with the Bears, and just like with the Chargers, because he used to play with the Chargers, I think he played with the Chargers was his last team before he retired. Yeah. He has a history with Chicago. So if Chicago gets that interview, even with Eberflus still being there, I think if the conversations go well, Harbaugh gets everything that he wants in Chicago: personnel control, head coaching, and then control of play calling. Mm-hmm. Eberflus is out, you bring Harbaugh in. That opens up the door for Belichick to go to Chicago, or gives Belichick the door to open up to go to the Chargers. And then if the Cowboys fire McCarthy, you could run the option of, okay, we have Dan Quinn in house, let's bring him up. I don't think
they should. That's exactly what they should do.
That's what they should do.
I want to go to Erica for a second. I don't mean to cut you off.
You do not fire McCarthy unless you know for sure that you are getting Belichick, because in my opinion, there is not a better coach that you can replace with McCarthy.
I called that one, by the way.
Than Belichick.
I called that game, by the way.
Yep, I also called it. Yep. I got to also give a shout out. I got to give a shout out to my mom, because 10 minutes to go before that Packers and Cowboys game, she offered to bet me lunch because she was going for the Cowboys, and I was like, screw it, I'll go for the Packers. So I got a lunch. Thanks, Mom. Love you.
Hey, Erica, I got to come to Erica for a second, because you
were not. Hold on.
You're not like, go ahead. No.
There's another report.
What?
There is mutual interest between Belichick and Atlanta for the head coaching job.
I don't think he takes it. Again, it's about the prestige. Atlanta doesn't have the prestige.
Yeah. So here's the thing.
It wouldn't be a full-on rebuild, though. It wouldn't be.
As we've discussed, there is a lot of talent in Atlanta.
Yep.
Atlanta's problem has been and will be, until Arthur Blank sells the team, organizational.
Yep.
And so if you go from a shit show roster to a shit show organization with a decent roster, you're still going to struggle. But when you look at the Chargers and at the Cowboys, those are two teams that are a decent coach away. Now, if you're the Cowboys, you're probably also looking at moving on from Dak Prescott. So maybe that's how you, that's one of the things that you have to think about and decide in your head.
So here's my issue.
You blame just Dak, though.
Yeah, who do you replace? Who do you replace with Dak?
It's just Dak. I'm not saying it's just Dak, but you have to consider at this point, with Dak's record in the playoffs, if you're going to stick with him.
So
you have to examine that.
Let's look at it like
you move on, but you have to look at it.
Let's look at it
real quick.
Go ahead,
I'm going to cut you off. 24-9 Tampa, 130 left.
Me and Endo called it.
The only game that I've gotten wrong so far is that Browns Texans, and I'm okay having that game wrong.
The only game I got wrong was Pittsburgh Buffalo.
Yep. Dude, without TJ, if TJ Watt plays in that Buffalo game, I think Pittsburgh has a better chance. But without the edge rush that Watt had in that game, there was no way you were going to stop Josh. Josh Allen ran for a 52-yard touchdown. Allen did what Allen does. If TJ Watt is on the field, Allen doesn't get the running lanes that he has. But
Nope.
I'm gonna go back to the Belichick issue, right? So if the Cowboys do fire McCarthy and bring in Belichick, I don't think they get rid of Dak. I think his problem is more mental than it is physical. The dude can sling the ball down the field. We know the dude can play in high pressure games. It's more of I think he gets in his own head. You put a coach who can coach quarterbacks the way that he coached Belichick, the way that he coached Brady, not necessarily
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones is a bad example. But I think Belichick fixes Dak to a point. I think you make it to an NFC Championship game if you keep Belichick and Dak. I don't think Belichick keeps Dallas on the table if Dallas is moving on from Dak. Dak, I think, is the piece that Dallas keeps on the table to lure Belichick in. Hey, we have this quarterback. He's good. He can put up regular season stats.
And I do want to say one thing too.
We need you to fix him in the postseason.
And I do want to say this too. I've never seen the team more reliant on the defense to do whatever they need to go to do. For example, you look at yesterday's game. You look at the whole season. If Dallas defense isn't producing,
Dallas is afraid to get punched. Dallas is afraid to get punched in the mouth. Their problem all season. Their problem all year has been they have been afraid to get punched in the mouth.
Yep.
They can play with the lead better than anybody in the league, but the moment that they get shown any type of resistance in that first quarter, they buckle down, they get in the fetal position, and they don't know how to come back until it's garbage time. You're down 48-16 and you score 16 unanswered points. Ooh, Dak Prescott had 3 touchdowns.
I will back up Shannon Sharp in saying this. If that defense is not getting scooping scores, interceptions, fumble, giving their offense half fields, they in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
But hold on here. Have you all fucking forgotten that last year, 3 weeks after Dak Prescott went down or 2 years ago, 3 weeks after Dak Prescott went down for the season because of an injury, he still led the league in passing yards.
Because Dallas was so far down that they let Dak throw the football. Like I said, Dak has the physical skills. He's mentally not able to get over that hump. And in the playoffs, for whatever reason, he just buckles under pressure. Put a coach who will get that out of him, he will play. Dallas will be a playoff and a Super Bowl contender for years to come. But they got to get Dak out of that mindset of, oh, God, it's the playoffs. So
yep.
Get a coach that will beat the shit out of that.
I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I'm scared.
Exactly. Did Dak lead the league in yards this year? I want to say he did. It's either I think it was him that led the league. So he can throw the damn ball. He knows his plays. He knows the playbook. He can control that offense. The problem is when the Dallas team, the whole organization gets popped in the mouth in the first quarter, in the first half. We saw it against San Francisco. We saw it against Green Bay. We saw it in that first matchup against Philadelphia. Dallas buckles when they get popped in the mouth first. Anybody can go in there. Kansas City is the perfect example. Kansas City can go down by 14 points in the first quarter. And what are they to do? Calm down. It's just the first quarter. We took a shot to the jaw. Cool. Are we still standing? Are we still playing? We got this. It was shown perfectly in that game against Vegas in Vegas this year. They were down 14-0, 131-17. Dallas does not have that mentality. I don't think Mike McCarthy is that kind of coach.
Nope,
Dan Quinn, but he can only control the defense. And once you've given up 27 points, what is your defense going to do? Your defense can only do so much.
Here's the ultimate question. If you're Dallas, you're bringing in, and you can manage to bring in Bill Belichick. Okay. That head coaching job should have been Dan Campbell's a while ago. Dan Quinn's a while ago. Yep. And I don't think anybody's going to dispute that. How do you keep, because you don't need a super defensive DC when you've got the defensive genius of Bill Belichick as your head coach.
Or remember,
Belichick. Go ahead, Will.
And remember, that defense. Who's on that defense? Michael Parsons.
Yep. They'll get Trayvon Diggs back next year. Deron Blanche showed to be an awesome player.
You got Lawrence coming. You got Lawrence coming back for another year.
Yeah.
So,
dude, they got talent. I don't think it's not an individual piece that they're missing. They need that coach to gel them together. Jason
need
Garrett was not
cohesion.
that coach.
Yeah, they
Mike
absolutely
McCarthy is
need
not that
cohesion.
coach.
No.
The last coach that Dallas had, that, pardon my language, beat the holy loving shit into him to play as a team and not give up and not cower down was Jimmy Johnson. And Jerry Jones ran him out of town because, oh, Jimmy's getting all the publicity. I'm the old man who runs the team. I want the fuck. If Jerry could get out of his way and hire competent coaches, Dallas would have like 2 more championships.
Hold on.
Plus, you gotta remember, he wasn't a yes man either.
No, Jerry needs to get his hand out of the goddamn pie and let Dallas play how Dallas plays.
Hold on. I'm thinking about something here, and nobody's talked about it yet because I don't think anybody's really letting their mind realize that this is an actual possibility. What if he fires McCarthy and rehires Jimmy Johnson?
Jimmy ain't coming out of the booth.
He ain't coming out the booth.
Jimmy ain't coming out of the
He
booth.
ain't coming off TV.
You say that. This is Jerry fucking Jones.
Okay. I will answer it like this.
Jerry fucking Jones, who has turned the most mediocre organization in football into the most valuable sports franchise in world history.
I just think the only reason why that doesn't work is because if you go back and look at the players that Jimmy Johnson had,
they all bought into a system.
No player's mentality from back then matches now. These dudes are for themselves. Back then, you had a Troy Aikman, you had an Emmitt Smith, you had a Michael Irvin about
you had a
team.
Leon Lett.
You had
Charles
Darren
Woodson.
Right, you had dudes like that. You had team dudes like that.
Like I could see Michael Parsons getting behind that. I could see Parsons getting behind a Jimmy Johnson led organization. Jimmy, if I will say it like this, if in some way in the blue moon shaped hell that Jimmy Johnson reacquires himself as the head coach of the Cowboys, I will put them as front runners to win the Super Bowl in the NFC. I would even put them over San Francisco, because with the talent that Dallas has, you get the right coach and the right mentality, Dallas can win it all. Dallas has shown that they've had the pieces, which is why, even as a fan of the Chiefs, and I don't like the Cowboys, it bothers the hell out of me that Dallas gets all this publicity year after year after year. And going into the playoffs, it could be the old Cowboys team, but they're playing a Packers team that isn't really there. I don't think the Cowboys stand a chance. And then the Cowboys get knocked out.
And I do want to give the Packers some love, because unless you play fantasy football, like yours truly, you don't know a lot of that talent.
I love what you did there.
Unless you play fantasy football, you don't know of a lot of that talent over there in Green Bay. You don't. Dontavian Wicks caught a touchdown yesterday. That's a bad brother.
Aaron Jones had 3 touchdowns after coming back.
Aaron Jones had 3 touchdowns. Romeo Dobbs is a bad brother. Jaden Reed is a bad man.
I don't want to take anything away from Green Bay, because Green Bay played their asses off and are playing with house money as the first 7th seed to win a playoff game. Yep. Absolutely amazing. Hats off to hats off to Matt LaFleur, that entire coaching staff. Fuck you, Joe Barry. Sorry for the language. I don't like Joe Barry. Joe Barry can take a hike in the Lake Michigan, whatever. But the Packers are playing with house money. I don't think they beat San Francisco next week. I think San Francisco just has too much talent. And the way the 49ers have constructed themselves, they are the top. I think they are the harder team to beat than Baltimore. I think Baltimore has an opportunity to get beat by Houston next week. With the way Houston is playing, Houston has essentially won back-to-back playoff games. They beat Indianapolis to get into the playoffs, and then their defense beat the shit out of the Browns. Frankly,
and you're 100% correct, because that Texans offense, I watched that entire game, every single snap of that game. Mm-hmm. That Texans offense is moving.
CJ Stroud does not look like a rookie. He looks like he is born for that offense.
I just think with the 49ers, that's too much talent coming off the edge for Green Bay to handle. That's just too much talent. They can come off both sides. They can left ear, right in. They don't have to play zone. They can play man. You saw a lot of zone out of the Cowboys yesterday. They don't have to. They can play man to man. They can play man on man and still get to your quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just sick. So and then on offense, Christian McCaffrey. Come on, man. Debo. That's just Brandon Ayuk. That's Kittle. Too much for Green Bay. I think that's too much for Green Bay. Green Bay might make a game of it. but I just think that's too much talent for him. But it should be interesting. And can you imagine the betting odds on if you put money on Green Bay and they hit?
Oh, I'm 100% putting $10 on Green Bay for this game.
Ooh.
Because if Green Bay loses, I'm out $10. But if Green Bay wins, Erica and I are going on a dispensary trip to California. We're gonna leave your ass down where you're at. Me and Erica are gonna go to California, hit some dispensaries.
Let's go.
You want to get high? You want to get high?
You want to get high?
You want to get high?
Listen, but on a serious note, so I have a real conversation to have right now. What the fuck is going on with fucking Philly?
I can tell you.
Yeah, it's not the same.
You just want to fight William Morgan.
I can tell you, the
shut
defense
your
trash.
mouth over there.
The defense is trash.
No balls.
I think Philly runs.
Particularly that secondary. You give Darius Slay all that money, he ain't done nothing.
I think Philly runs into the same problem that Dallas has. They've been popped in the mouth. What is it?
Oh, wait, hold on. There's a flag. Never mind. Keep talking.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Philly, especially the later part of the year, Philly seems to get popped in the mouth, and it's, we're the Eagles. We'll be back. Oh, shit, the game's over. We lost.
Yeah.
There needs to be accountability in that locker room. I don't see anybody on offense using his voice to step up. Defense, you have a lot of leaders, but the defense can only do so much.
I mean, I've watched Jalen do a lot of fucking screaming on the sidelines tonight. So, I mean, they've got a voice. It's just
right
a matter
now
of listening to it. And that's what I was getting ready to say. But you don't know if this is just like during game time or if it is also behind the scenes in the locker room as well. Because it can't just be happening just on the sidelines. You got to be a leader in that locker room as well.
Right, you do.
And you are that QB. To an extent, that's your job. So be a leader and step it the fuck up instead of sitting here playing like you did in college. Tony and I were sitting here talking right before the show. He's playing like he did when he was in Bama. He's overthrowing. He's scared. He's getting overwhelmed. He's not doing what he needs to do. This is exactly why Bama sat him and put Tua in. This is exactly why, and he's doing the same shit.
Can I say this too? And I'm not trying to make excuses for Eagles because they have sucked these pads. They lost five of I think they lost five of their last six. But if you go back and look at it, remember, guys, this is a team that had a new offensive coordinator and a new defensive coordinator.
Nail on the head, because I was just getting ready to talk about that. Because how much I'm really surprised at how much of a difference 7 weeks has made with the Eagles. When they beat Kansas City, you could tell. I think that they were rolling on cloud nine. But how is it that as the season went on, the coordinators just don't seem to click with the team that they're running with? How is it that in the beginning of the year, hey, everybody knows the system, everybody's good, we got all the pieces in place, and now the team looks like a team would at the beginning of the year? They're missing assignments, they're giving up long runs, the turnovers are starting to pile up.
Right.
It just, again, I like Nick Sirianni as a coach to an extent, but I don't think he's that guy to get in your ass like a Dan Campbell, like a Bill Belichick, who, guys, we're straight up effing up, guys. We need to fix this. Sirianni doesn't seem like that kind of guy to me. He's, oh, it's okay. We'll get it back, guys. We'll get it back.
Right.
I'm going to go cry at the podium about my team.
Bro.
Get in here. That's why I love Dan Campbell and the Lions so much, because Dan Campbell is that guy. Oh, I done effed up. He's going to chew my ass out. That's why I love Dan Campbell so much, man. I don't know if you guys have talked about this because I wasn't on the headset. Can we raise a glass to the Lions' first win in the playoffs since 1991? That has been the best game in the playoffs, man.
And now this
I would, but my bottle of wine is for Belichick and ATL. Sorry.
Now this makes you wonder, because I'm gonna pivot for a second. This makes you wonder who's coming back in our Rams and who's not.
I think everybody comes back.
Are they dealing with Cooper Kupp?
I think
they're going to get rid of Stafford, but I wouldn't be surprised if Stafford retires. I think he said he isn't going to, but I wouldn't be surprised if it comes up.
I mean, because you might bring Cooper back. But
wasn't Cooper injured all year?
But Puka, he came back. He came back and played decent. But you got Puka Nacua, your super rookie.
Yep.
Had a hell of a year too. You got Calvin Williams at running back.
Yep.
So, you know.
And you have Carson Wentz as a backup quarterback. He's not a bad backup. And you throw him as a starter. He had half a year to learn the system. And he played fairly well against San Francisco. So you know he's got the talent. I mean, if Stafford leaves, I would prefer he stays, sign him to like another 2-year deal. Let Carson maybe get another year.
You don't want Carson Wentz starting. You want him as a backup.
Yeah, you want Wentz as a backup.
He'll be fantastic as a backup, but he's not going to be.
You don't want and it's not to say that Carson Wentz is not an NFL caliber quarterback, because he is, but the problem is that Carson Wentz, especially at this point in his career, tends to peter off. And so what you want to be able to save him for when you absolutely need him.
Yeah.
So you want Matt Stafford to come back, because that's an indelible combo with those two football minds. It's one of the reasons that I would believe it's one of the reasons why Matt Stafford found some success this year, was having Carson Wentz back there.
I find the Rams, I do everything I can to sign a 1 or 2 year deal. Bring Matt back. Because that late season run, the Rams were maybe the hottest team in football.
Yeah,
they started to look like they did when they made their Super Bowl run. So,
and you pushed Detroit. You pushed Detroit to the absolute limit. Like I said, that was the best game of the playoffs, 24-23. It was the most entertaining game that I watched, and I was more entertained even as a Chiefs fan about the Lions and Rams.
Let me ask y'all this. Anybody got any belief in Buffalo? Anybody at all?
Kansas City didn't want to face him. I'll tell you that. It's you've got.
I beg to differ. 7. I think Kansas City's ready for Buffalo. I found a fun stat. Check this out. Did you realize that Buffalo and Kansas City have met in 5 NFL playoffs? They all but one have something in common. The first time that they met was in the 1966 AFL Championship game. Kansas City won that. What was the equivalent to the next game Kansas City played?
That would have been the 13-second game, wasn't it?
No, 1966. No. AFL Championship game. The next game Kansas City would have played was Super Bowl I against Green Bay. The next time Kansas City and Buffalo played was the 1991 divisional game before Kansas City got Joe Montana. Buffalo won that game.
Yeah, because that's what led to them deciding to get Joe Montana.
Yep. That game got Buffalo to the AFC Championship against Oakland, where they beat the holy hell out of them and then made it to the Super Bowl. 2 years later, Joe Montana's injury game, where he got knocked out of the game against Buffalo in the AFC Championship game. Buffalo won. The equivalent to that game, Buffalo went to the Super Bowl. The next time that they would meet was the 2019 AFC Championship game. Kansas City won that one 38-24. Kansas City went on to go to the Super Bowl. The only game where Kansas City and Buffalo have not met in the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl as the winner of that game was 2 years ago, when Buffalo lost to Kansas City in the 13-second game because Kansas City ended up losing to Cincinnati.
Yep.
I honestly believe the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl and represents the AFC. Regardless of who plays Houston and whoever, regardless of the winner of Houston and Buffalo or Houston and Baltimore, the winner of this Kansas City Buffalo game goes to the Super Bowl.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No,
you don't think so.
And here's the thing. No. Kansas City found some rhythm against Miami that they haven't had, and I liked to see it.
Yeah, I think that is the best that Kansas City has played in 3 months.
But for me, the issue is this Buffalo team is hot.
I'm not arguing
They're playing hard. This is exactly the type of situation Josh Allen needs to be in to get over the scary monster that is the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Oh, I'm absolutely agreeing.
And they're going to be in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which gives them a little bit of an advantage. It's not as much as if it was another team, because Kansas City's used to playing in cold weather.
Yep.
Now it's not as cold in Kansas City as it is in Buffalo, and I fully acknowledge that.
Right. Yeah.
But it's far less to acclimate to what you're going to be dealing with in Buffalo than it is for somebody like Miami coming to Kansas City.
Yep.
Agreed.
And okay. I will say Kansas. Go ahead.
In Buffalo's offense is playing really hard, but Buffalo's defense is playing out of this world.
I agree.
You look at what they did against Pittsburgh today.
Yep.
They were stuffing them. And yes, you can say that they had the advantage of the weather, but not by much. Pittsburgh gets shitty winners too.
Pittsburgh kept it a game.
Old.
Pittsburgh kept it a game.
Pittsburgh kept it a game. Like it's not. This wasn't, and I understand that there's a little bit of separation in the score with that game, but it was more of a game than it looks like on the scoreboard.
Agreed. I will totally agree with that.
With how out of its mind Buffalo's defense is playing.
Mm-hmm.
If Kansas City gets rattled early by drops, Buffalo is winning that game.
Okay.
Kansas City.
I can see where you're getting that. I can see where you're getting that opinion at. Absolutely.
City, and this is just me being realistic. Kansas City's playoff hopes hinge right now on continued momentum, because if they have one shocking issue, a penalty that doesn't get called, a bad drop, one major issue, it's game turning for Kansas City. And it will be very difficult for them to come back, because this team has struggled all year. But one of the great things that Kansas City can rely on is Josh Allen's love to throw interceptions when they need to stay consistent. This will be a prime opportunity for Josh Allen to have a 3 to 4 pick game.
I agree. I think this game is going to be closer than a lot of people believe. I don't believe there will not be a team that takes more than a 10-point lead. I do not believe in any way, shape, or form the outcome will be decided by more than 10 points.
It will either be a 3-point game or a 20-point game. 20 plus.
I gotta respectfully decline. I think with the momentum that Kansas City has against Miami and the way Buffalo is heading into this game with all the momentum that they have after the win against Miami to get them that 2 seed, to get them that home playoff game that's so important, the way that the team and the city came together to get Buffalo ready for this game, there is going to be so much emotion in this game. And that's why I believe that the winner of this game, first off, both teams are going to come out looking for haymakers right off the bat. If it is not
real quick,
if it is not a 14-10, if it's not a 17-14 fireworks game leaving the first quarter, I will personally be very surprised. I think both defenses are going to look for the home run play first, go after the quarterback and get him uncomfortable. I think because how Patrick knows Buffalo and Josh knows Kansas City, because this is the new Manning versus Brady rivalry, so they know each other very well. I think this game comes down to whoever has the ball last inside 2 minutes. I
hope you're right. That's the kind of game I want.
I would love a 34-31, 37-34, 38-35 game. I think with what both offenses can bring, Josh Allen is dangerous in his own ways. When Patrick and that offense is on point like they were against Miami, it is beautiful, beautiful magic. The only issue that I have with Kansas City is their inability to finish drives, because they finished how many drives against Cincinnati with field goals? How many drives against Miami did they finish with field goals? Now, it's great. Your offense, when you're playing between the 20 and the 20, that might be one of the best offenses in the league. But you got to finish the drives. And in a game against Buffalo, with the environment, with that atmosphere that Buffalo has, if there's any team that can match it or any team that can be ready for it, it's Kansas City, because they play at Arrowhead. They know how loud it can get. But you got to finish the drives. Kansas City's hope to win this game is for 7 versus 3. If they can convert those 7-point drives, Kansas City keeps themselves in this game. If Buffalo's defense, or as you say, any misclick, any penalty that stalls the drive, any drop on third down, it's going to kill that momentum that Kansas City has built. I personally believe that Kansas City keeps the momentum going and they're going to beat Buffalo. That is my personal prediction. I put it on Facebook.
So. I really hope so.
But I, as a fan of Kansas City, because of the respect that I have for Buffalo and knowing where Buffalo is coming from, both as a fan base, because Kansas City for 50 years didn't have a championship. Buffalo has been there. Buffalo has tasted it, and they haven't been able to seclude it. If Buffalo wins this game, I'm not going to be butthurt about it, right? It'll be
a good organization.
It'll be like a damn good game. You guys did, you guys were the better team. And I think so much emotion is going to be put into this game. The winner of this game takes that momentum and beats Baltimore or Houston. That is my personal belief.
Houston's beating Baltimore.
What you think? Houston's beating Baltimore?
Houston is beating Baltimore, and you can mark it now. Houston is beating Baltimore. There's going to be a lot.
That means Kansas, according to your prediction, if Kansas City beats Buffalo, and you think Houston beats Baltimore,
yes,
that's 6.
Yep,
6 straight seasons. It's never been done. Probably will never happen again.
Probably not, but it's happening.
I would love to see it.
Baltimore is not themselves right now. And the extra week is going to make sure that they're more rested. And Baltimore is going to make it a game.
I agree.
But that young Houston team is the AFC version of what we're getting out of the Packers in the NFC.
I agree.
They're playing with the house's money. Yeah. Nobody expected Houston to be doing as well as they are right now. And like you said earlier, CJ Stroud is not playing like a rookie. CJ Stroud is playing like a man.
Yeah.
He's what's that? Scooter Magruder says he's a grown man.
Yeah.
And I do not see Baltimore getting past Houston. I can't.
I'm going to see. Did Baltimore play?
Hold on. Wait. So I got to get this on record. So 7, you're predicting that the Houston Texans will beat the Baltimore Ravens.
Yes, it'll be a close game, but Baltimore's losing that game.
We got this recorded. Okay.
All right.
You know what? I'll jump on that boat. Houston's playing well enough, and Baltimore's playing. I'll jump on the boat. I'll sink with 7. I think it's Houston and Kansas City in the AFC Championship game.
We're gonna get Kansas City and Houston in the AFC Championship game. 6 times it's been at Arrowhead Stadium in the last 6 years, a new NFL record. And we are going to get the fucking shootout of the century between CJ Stroud and Patrick Mahomes.
And then I think, personally, I believe, and Will can see this, I'm going to change my prediction. I think Houston beats Baltimore. Because on my Facebook prediction, I have Baltimore beating Houston. But I really want to see Detroit and Kansas City in the Super Bowl. I think the ratings to end the season the same way that it started. And again, if it's Houston and Kansas City, I won't care who wins that game because Detroit is my NFC pick for this year. I love Dan Campbell. I love how that Lions team is playing. And if there's any team left remaining besides Buffalo that deserves a championship, it's Detroit. Could you imagine the shooting and the rioting? And I hate saying that because I know Detroit doesn't do it purposely, but it's a bad rap that they got. That city is going to lose its damn mind with as bad as the Pistons are playing. Everybody, they are the new team that everybody's
going to be a fucking war zone tonight.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
it's going to start in about 30 minutes.
Yeah, I got a few friends I need to call and check on.
The purge is starting in Philadelphia.
I gotta call a few of my friends. Y'all all right? Y'all good?
Yeah. So
y'all okay?
Week 1.
But me and Ando called it.
Week 1.
We called it. That's
I knew it was going to happen.
What did we call?
Philly, Tampa Bay over Philly.
Yeah, I know Erica's team is Philly, so I apologize when I say this. But again, it comes down to
actually my team is ATL.
That's why she's drinking wine.
That's why she's drinking wine tonight.
Philly is my number 2 because it's my daddy's team, so it's special.
But I'm going to say the playoffs are all about momentum. That is all the playoffs are about because you can come in. How many times have we seen the number 1 seed, like a Green Bay, like Kansas City back in the 90s, right? They were the number 1 seeds how many times in the 90s, and Kansas City shit the bed.
Yep.
It is all about the momentum that you bring into the game. Dallas, hey, that's cool. We're 12-5. We're the number 2 team. And again, you got popped in the mouth because Green Bay has all the momentum. And I think that's why Detroit, when they play Tampa Bay next week, that city is going to give them the momentum, the emotion that team is going to be riding on by beating LA, beating Matt Stafford last week. I think Detroit rides that into San Francisco. I think Green Bay puts up a fight against the 49ers, but the 49ers, like Will says, has so much talent. And while momentum is good, the talent that San Francisco has, they have to throw like Brock Purdy has to have the game against Baltimore for San Francisco to lose that game. If Brock plays no turnovers, I think even one turnover, San Francisco's winning that game. Unless the Green Bay Packers are perfect on offense. But then I like the idea of San Francisco's high-powered offense going up against the grit and determination that the Lions have in the NFC Championship game. So that's my vote. I think it's going to be Kansas City beating Buffalo in a shootout. I think Houston beats Baltimore in maybe not a shootout, but I think it's going to be a close game. Green Bay tries to stymie. What's that?
It's 31-9. Tampa Bay just scored again. It's 31-9.
Called it, boy. Called it.
I think San Francisco beats Green Bay, and then I think
the Philly
Detroit
fans
beats
have the bags on their head.
Called it.
The Philly
Listen,
fans have the bags on
if you're
their
gonna
head.
revert back to playing like you were in fucking college, you can't do that in the NFL. That is exactly what Jalen is sitting there doing right now. He's playing like he is in college again. Exactly like I said earlier.
Here's the thing.
This is why Saban benched him and put Tua in. He's playing the same fucking way. It's not going to get you anywhere.
This loss is too faceted. Don't get me wrong. Jalen Hurts is playing like shit tonight, but he's also injured, so there's going to be some consideration there.
But
the Eagles defense is playing like shit, though.
Been playing like shit. Almost.
Are they even playing like shit? Because I don't even think they showed up when they got to the field. It's like they probably got to the field and were like,
"Hey,
it's Tampa Bay. Where's the snow?"
Hey,
I'm not understanding.
Well, see, so I don't necessarily think because Baker
fucking dog shit.
You can't get up here.
Wait, what'd you say, Simon?
I said Philly secondary is playing like dog shit.
Been telling y'all that all year.
Dude,
you give Darius Slay all that money, and the front seven can't do it all. You got to be able to play. You got to be able to play in that backfield.
Yeah.
Darius Slay is doing an impression of Eli Apple tonight. He is getting fucking cooked.
Baker Mayfield is 22 of 36 for 337 and 3 touchdowns, no turnovers.
Burnt toast, boy. Burnt toast is gone.
Yep.
Burnt
toast. Okay.
Hey,
so I think it's safe to assume that Tampa Bay is going to win this game.
QB in team history to get that record from what I just read.
Real quick, I do want to go to 7 and see if Erica also has any baseball news to get into real quick.
Hold on. There was something. Oh, I saw something today that so Blake Snell, pitcher, still in the market, hasn't signed. Changed agents, has Scott Boras, he's going for that big deal. Scott Boras set the mark at 270 for 9 years. And
on Snell.
This is reportedly true numbers. And the Yankees and the multiple teams pivoted immediately. The Yankees and I can't remember who the other one was. I want to say it was no, it wasn't the Red Sox because we're probably still in on him because we're dumb enough to fucking pay that for him. We dumped off the dumb money from Chris Sale. Let's pick up dumb money from Blake fucking Snell. But yeah, it was somebody else that they also pivoted away.
Here's my thing though. Snell performs pretty well in playoff season.
He does, but
you're gonna pay him $270 for playoffs?
Playoffs. I just wish Darius Slay could make a tackle.
Playoffs are a big thing that's getting you to the World Series. You're telling me you're gonna pay $270 million to just have this man potentially do what he does in playoffs? I mean, come on, that's insane.
Erica, talking to the person whose team is paying $780 million to a pitcher. Granted, it's being deferred, but the Dodgers did pay Shohei how much money?
Hey, you know what?
I think
can just suck a fat one because you like Patrick Mahomes. Whoa! I have so many questions right now.
You asked, I delivered. You asked, I delivered.
As a
Erica, not on this show.
What is going
not
on?
on this. No, that's Sports After Dark, sweetheart.
Yeah, that's After Dark. That's
After Dark. Yes.
Okay, look, all I said is question number 1. What the hell is going on? That is not what I was saying. Glad you can deep throat a water bottle. That's not what I was asking.
That was my microphone. It's bigger than a
minute,
I was
you can
about
do
to
that.
say watermelon, and like, nah, my
You
jaw
can do
can't
that.
open up that bad. I'm not no snake or nothing. Jeez.
I mean,
do
it's
that,
as
Erica.
round as a watermelon. So the fact you could get your mouth around something that size, I got a lot of questions,
You
buddy.
can do that,
You're
Eric.
just jealous.
Hey, college was an interesting time for him. He learned some new
Whoa,
skills.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Hold
whoa.
on, wait, hold on. Wait.
Prior Navy,
Wait a
try
minute.
military, not
Wait a
college,
minute.
sir.
Wait a
Oh,
minute.
sorry.
Hold on,
Wait,
hold on. I got a
That makes
question.
it more fun.
Ando,
Wait a
bro,
minute, I
you
got a
were in the
question.
Navy?
I got a
4
question.
years, 2004 to
Oh,
2008.
so you're a seaman. You're a natural. Got
Wait a
it.
minute.
What's up,
Wait a
bro?
minute. I got a question. And I gotta know. And this is being recorded. You can do that, Erica.
Wait, what?
Yeah, act surprised.
What are we? I'm confused what we're talking about.
A water bottle.
You better shut up and go think of something else. What?
Too late. We might as well just turn this into After Dark. It's after 11 on the East Coast.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
look, it's 11:09. The kiddos are in bed.
All right, see you guys
no
later.
longer,
Good
this
show.
is no longer a
Have
family
a good
show.
night.
This is no longer a
Bye.
family show.
What is
Hey, this
going
is no longer a family show.
This is no longer a family show.
Listen,
Hey,
but
we
on
got
a
to put that
serious
mature
note,
content, or wait, we got to put the viewer discretion is advised. Viewer discretion is advised logo somewhere.
Oh, and the Yankees signed Marcus Stroman, who is now officially a fucking traitor for after saying all the shit he did. No, I'm speaking up for Cubs fans right now because
Damn,
this is
Seven, he a
bullshit.
traitor?
He's a fucking traitor. He spent all that time talking shit about the Yankees and then fucking signed with them. Go fuck yourself, Marcus Stroman. I used to think you were kind of cool. You dick.
hold
You
on,
Wait,
traitor,
wait.
dickhead.
Real
Watch him be a
Seven.
trash can. He won't understand what it means anymore. I'm
Real
sad.
quick, Seven, you gotta say it. You gotta say it, Seven.
Fuck you,
Before
Rob.
we get out of here.
Fuck you, Rob Manfred.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So I don't want to pivot back
You're
to
as
football
useless.
because I
Hold
think-
on, hold on,
I'm on
hold
board.
on.
I'm
Hold
on
on.
board with Seven on this. Fuck him. And
I gotta
fucking
say
let
this.
Trevor Bauer come back, please. I don't
Rob
care
Manfred.
what team he plays for. Come back.
Rob Manfred, I'm going to close with this. I'm surprised that they let you go free because normally somebody that's that much of a whale's vagina is on display at fucking SeaWorld. You are as useless as an altar boy on Sunday morning that has herpes. Like,
I love
seriously, I
I
really
love it.
wish
burn him,
that
baby.
you would stop fucking up baseball and go back to, like, I don't know, watching Urias beat his wife, trying to see if you can buy copies of the sex tape from fucking Bauer. Like, I don't know what you're into, but can you just get the fuck away from baseball?
Fuck Rob
I love
Manfred.
it. I love it.
I
love it.
second every bit of that.
Yes, I
Every
third
bit of
it. Third it, fourth it.
Rob
Yeah.
Manfred, you are so
I'll be the
bad at you are so bad at your fucking job. You could be trying to catfish somebody and they would be blind. And you would still fuck it up.
Now,
Hey.
I will have you know, I did talk to a blind person today at work, and I had to tell him that I can't help him set up a Facebook account because that's not my job. I don't know if that was relevant about anything, but yeah.
Wait,
I did speak to somebody blind today.
a blind
Disrespectful.
person called
That
into
is
your
so
work and asked you
disrespectful.
to set them up a Facebook.
No. They
Yeah.
came into Walmart. I do phone activations, and they're like,
Wait.
"Yeah, I'm having an issue with my phone." And I was like, "Okay, your phone can't make or receive phone calls." No, I'm able to make. It's like, so you can't send or receive text messages? No, I'm having an issue with my Facebook. You can't connect? No, I can't log in. Where's the problem? Oh, you got to help me. You got to help me get into your Facebook. I'm like, well, do you know your login and password? Well, no, that's your job.
No, it ain't.
No, it's
Trust
not.
me, I've been in that world.
Am I the magic Facebook guy? Well, you can help me get into it. I'm like, do you know the email address that you used? No? Then that's a problem for Facebook, ma'am. But you're the straight talk guy. No, I'm the
Nope.
I
OSL
don't mean
guy.
shit. Hey, I've
Where's
been.
the straight talk?
Hey, listen, I've been in that. I'm still in that world to this day, and
she,
I have
she
no
had
problem.
the audacity to look at
problem.
me.
I
She had
have
the
no problem
audacity to
telling the
look at me with
customer
her
no.
glass eye and be like, well, you're no help.
But listen. Here's the thing. I guess I've been doing it too long because I take a deaf ear to stuff like that. No, got no
No.
problem saying no.
No.
I
No.
got no problem with it.
No, it's not my job to know
Exactly.
your Facebook. It's not
Exactly.
my job to know your Gmail. It's
Exactly.
not my job
To set you up with an Apple ID.
to set up your Apple ID. It's not my
Right.
job to fix your Apple ID when you get logged
What's
out of
that?
it.
I
Not
used
my
to
job, cuz.
I used to do IT support for a cable company, and I had a customer call in one night,
Charter.
and no, it was what was the name of the company? Suddenlink was the name of the company.
Okay.
Um,
Charter.
and
It was Charter.
Get help
I
somewhere.
worked the late shift because I like that shift differential. And one night, this old man calls in and he goes, "I need your help." And I said, "What?" And he goes, "I had to pay another $300 cable bill because I bought too many adult videos, and my grandson said I can just get adult content online." And I said, "Okay." And he goes, "Where do I go?" I said, "Sir," I said, "that's not something that I can help you with."
Good God.
And he said, "I'm just looking for," and then he trailed off. I can't even remember what it was. And I said, "Sir," I said, "No, I can't help you find adult
I
content."
cannot help you find porn, man.
I said,
Come
"You
on,
got to
man.
go search the
Come on,
internet for
man.
that. Your
Come
own."
on, man.
Oh my
I said,
God.
that's way outside the scope of my support. My boss hears me telling you where to find adult content, I'm going to be fired. I
Exactly.
said, "You got enough money to pay my bills?" And he said, "No." I said, "I can't help you then."
Yep.
And he goes, "Come
Exactly.
on, man. I can't keep buying these
Exactly.
adult videos on pay-per-view." I said, "Dude, I can't help you."
Can't help you, bro.
I said,
help
"You're
you,
going to
bro.
have to search the internet yourself."
Can't help you, bro. You know what? I wonder if it would be a bad thing to get a porn company to sponsor this show.
Listen, if it pays us, I don't give a fuck who it is. Ben Shapiro could call me and be like, "Hey, I want to sponsor your podcast." And I'd
Hey,
be like, "You
hey.
look like a fucking serial killer. You look like a Chucky doll that grew
Brought
up
to
to
life.
adulthood." But if that check clears, I don't
Exactly.
give a fuck.
We don't give a damn.
I'm not saying I'm gay, but if Ben Shapiro supported the show, I might get down on my knees.
Damn.
Just might. I might
I-
fondle a little bit
I think
too.
you
know?
I think you might be a little 50-50 because I just saw you put your microphone deep throat in there like it was nothing.
Snap.
So
Oh,
That's,
snap.
look,
Hey,
for the people who
are you
don't
guys-
have the benefit of
hold
being
on,
able to
hold
watch
on.
this on
Hold
YouTube,
on.
they
I know what
didn't
this
know
is
that.
about. Erica, and I don't think you're gonna get what you want because I know that women like asking gay men for blowjob tips, but I don't think this is the right forum to ask those questions.
well,
This isn't
First
Sports
of all,
After
because
Dark,
I-
sweetheart.
hold on.
But because I
bring
don't
that show
think
back.
Mendo was that gay.
we
He's
need
a
to bring,
little
we
gay.
need to
I
bring
don't-
that show back.
I don't need tips from a gay guy. I know what to do. I'm pretty good at it. Thanks, though.
Will, is she good with that, Will?
How would Will know? I'm not Asian.
Yes. Yes.
I got your back, Will. I got your back, bro.
Yes.
I bet
Yes.
you,
I am
Hey,
coming to
Ando.
Oklahoma, damn it.
Ando,
I am on my way.
Ando, I
Yeah,
bet
see you
you
right now.
have his back.
I got the plane
You
ticket
just
right
mad
now.
because I saved your ass in zombies. The
Hey,
zombies
I got
wanted
the
to eat
plane
you,
ticket
and I said,
right
no.
Erica, I got the plane ticket right now. I am on my way. You got to prove that, girl. You got to prove that. Good Lord. Good Lord. You got to prove that. Good Lord. I'm from the show me state. You got to show
Look,
me.
I think Ando's got that covered for me.
Not for Will, I don't.
Not with me.
Not for Will, I don't.
Not with me.
Oh,
He might have a
I
chance with
mean,
Jerry
we're
Jones.
Chicago
And not
Bulls
me.
fans, but that's as far as we go. We like Pokemon, we like the Bulls.
Hey, he might have that chance with Jerry Jones, but
That's
not me.
Oh, fuck nah. Jerry can't get it up, bro.
Hey,
Yes,
you-
he
I
can.
do. He pulled
I
down
do
his pants and his
actually-
balls are down to his ankles because he's that old, man. No, fuck that.
you have
He
something
gets his
to do.
Viagra through an IV while two
I'm
Dallas
taking Viagra for
Eagles
44
check
goddamn
their
years.
ass upon a ton.
Zach gets me so hard until the playoffs.
Boy, I remember one time I was younger. Didn't know no damn better. I remember one time I told this chick, girl, if I could be with you, I'll take Viagra and
I
Cialis.
apologize. The blue pill that Brandon's taken that he thought was Viagra was actually just to leave.
But I told this girl one time, I told this chick one time, if I get with you, girl, I'll take like Viagra and Cialis. And she said, won't that kill you? I said, hey, if loving you is wrong,
Hey, there are better ways to go out.
better way to go out.
There are better ways to go
Let me
out.
get with you.
Better
Let me get with you one time. That's all I need at one time. That's all I need at one
Okay.
time.
So here is
What?
something.
Hold on. You guys have just inspired another fucking stand-up bit for me.
Let's do it, Savage.
There is something that has never made sense to me. How can anybody enjoy having sex with somebody one time? The first time, you're still trying to figure out where the fucking holes are. It takes a few times to get that chemistry right and figure out when she likes getting her hair pulled, when she likes getting choked, and when she likes getting her balls played with. You've got to get it in the right rhythm.
Oh,
And it takes some time to get it right. You need more than one time. Like if Anna Kendrick was like, "Hey, look, you get one time," I'm like,
got balls?
"Hey, don't judge Dan's choices in women, okay?" Anyway, and he's not here to defend himself, so he can go fuck off. But no, think about it.
No, I'm cool with you. Dan can go fuck himself. He says Rob is cooler than I am. Fuck that. No, I'm cool. We're in the same boat again, Seven. Fuck Dan.
I mean, no offense, Ando. I think your brother might be cooler because he doesn't put microphones deep-throated in his mouth. So,
sex with somebody one time is like church. It's
no,
awkward as fuck, and you don't really
go this way.
This
Fuck you, Erica.
This is amazing. This is amazing.
I'm not wrong. I am not wrong. Sex with somebody one time is awkward as fuck.
Let me ask you. I had one chick that told me before we got involved.
No, it's not really the biggest she's ever had. No.
Oh no, well, it's perfect. What you're doing is just right.
She told me because this is something that's her pet peeve. She told me to take off my socks.
My wife's the same way.
Okay. She told me to take off my socks. She can't do it.
Erica, what's your standpoint on socks in bed?
I mean, I leave my socks on.
Get that friction going, baby. Let's go.
We'll make an exception for you, girl. We'll make that exception for you. As long as you got that long hair, we cool.
Because, like, for me, if somebody touches my feet during sex, I'm done having sex. I don't like.
Yes, somebody honestly
touching your feet,
bro.
No,
it's game over. Don't touch my feet. Leave me alone.
Leave me the fuck alone. And like,
no, if my feet are in the playing area, no, something's fucked up.
No, exactly. And my wife, like, she's like, no, we gotta have socks off.
God, we did.
And my wife, she's like, we got to have socks off. So when I got her legs on my shoulders, her feet are like right fucking here. And it's like, that's a fucking distraction, man. Cause that shit's disgusting. I'm not trying to disrespect my wife. Everybody's feet is fucking
that's
gross.
why I never put them up on the shoulders. You hook them underneath your arms, man.
No, man, I can see.
Nah, man.
I got a tiny dick, so I got to get better leverage. I got to put it on my legs so I can push up onto it.
Now, before any of that happens,
okay, hold on. Before we go any further, Will, when did this become the Sports Report XXX podcast?
I don't know.
I'm okay with this. I don't want to be demonetized on any of your paying platforms.
But all I know is we picked up another viewer, so it's all good.
Party, bro.
We put up another viewer. That's how that matters. Thank you for everybody in chat. Appreciate y'all. But here's the thing. But I gotta look at the toenails. If the toenails ain't right, I'm done.
Killer, dude.
If the toenails ain't right, I'm like old boy from Boomerang. And the toenails ain't right. No.
It's almost as hard for me to keep an erection looking at feet as it is for me to keep an erection looking at Nicki fucking Minaj. No, put that shit away. No, put it away. Y'all got me going. This is your own fucking fault.
This is
I still don't understand how people can think it's not weird to just have sex with somebody one time. You're still figuring out where everything's at and what everybody likes. No, it takes at least 3 times. If you haven't got it figured out by the 3rd time, you're a fucking moron. Pay attention to her body, dumb shit.
And after the first,
Hold on. And if she's too fat, just roll her in flour. You'll find the wet spot.
No. Wait, no.
There's a lie.
I don't mess with no fat chicks.
I'm not looking for gravy. That's
we're not messing with no fat chicks. I ain't trying to smell no bacon in the bed. Hell
I'm not body shaming anybody, but that's just
no.
Yo, y'all took that way too far.
Hell no.
Okay, look, I'm okay. Like, not an obese, but I like a little cushion for the pushing. I mean,
yeah.
You got. I don't want no toothpick in bed.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. And seven, I think you commented on this once before too. I'm not really into Taylor Swift like that.
No,
because I just think she's too skinny.
Here's the thing.
Agreed.
And I'm gonna say this, and y'all are gonna think I'm weird, and I don't give a fuck. If she's too skinny, it makes me feel like it's kind of like a child, and that's a turnoff for me because I'm not a fucking pedophile. I understand. I'm not body shaming. I'm not body shaming. I understand some girls just can't put any meat on. I get it. I care about you grow a mustache or something because I gotta have something that makes me feel like I'm having sex with an adult or it's a distraction.
Or if the chick is too small. If she's too small, she can be legal, but she's too small. Hell no.
I don't know, dude. I like a shorter girl. I don't know. There's something.
She got to be taller.
Again, there's
can't be no 4'10",
like
cuz.
adult meat on the bone.
Bro, how tall are you, Will?
I'm 6'3.5".
Dude, see, I'm 5'10". 4'10" is perfect for me, man. I will take your 4'10s and I'll send you my 5'9s. How about that? Or is 5'9" too short for you, sir?
Okay. Welcome to Sports Report After Dark. Tonight we're just trading bitches.
Exactly. We're just trading bitches. That's all we do.
And the bitch that's in the podcast is off limits.
I will tell you what, ma'am, this is my good buddy Will Morgan. He likes Pokemon, the Chicago Bulls, and ladies over 5'6".
But you know what though? But you know what though? I would make an exception for one person. And Endo, you know who I'm talking about.
Oh wait, no.
Hey, we talked about it last week.
Yeah, I knew you're talking about.
I'll make an exception for her because she's 4'9". I'm making an exception for her.
Yeah, she looks like an adult though, so I'm good with that.
Yeah.
I forgot who we talking about.
The cosplayer.
Who?
Princess Diana.
Cosplayer.
Oh, dude, she's under 5 foot.
Yeah.
Welcome to the fucking conversation, bro.
Yeah.
Bro,
She's
no,
only
I
five
told
foot. She's
her
4'9".
like 5'1" or something, dude.
She's 4'9". She's 29 years old and she's 4'9".
Who are we talking
in
about?
pocket.
What?
Talk about a pocket, man.
My sister is offended that I'm talking about boners on the web. I'm sorry, people. The Sports Reports podcast, Triple X, is talking about boners. My bad.
Talk about it, man. We're talking about it.
It's not the first time, and it won't be the last. So let's just.
I don't know.
Do you want to sit in? Are you sure?
Definitely
Do you guys want my sister on the podcast?
Hey, come on.
Will said you're coming on.
It's like an
Ladies and gentlemen, my sister is jumping on the podcast.
It's like an orgy. The more the merrier.
Hey, but Will, we eventually need to do a kids
No,
podcast.
there's another lady on the
We need a what?
podcast.
We need a what?
There's only two
We
boners
need
and a
to do
vagina.
a
We need to
kids
even that.
podcast because my daughter asked about doing it today.
Okay. She come on Gauntlet. She wants
Thank
to.
you, though. I appreciate it.
A
Okay.
lot clean on Gauntlet.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm back.
It's not you. We're a lot.
Are you? It sounds like you were screaming at a woman.
That's my sister.
Oh,
My
so
sister
you
was
were-
asking if she needed to put dinner away.
So you were screaming at a woman?
Yes.
That's my sister. She'll just slap me if I don't. Look, if I disrespect my sister, she'll slap the taste out of my mouth. That's how we are.
Okay,
Bro, I thought she
so
was
hold
coming on
on.
the show.
So hold on.
I thought she was too, but she didn't
So
want to,
this
you know.
Come on, show.
So Ando, this sums everything up. No wonder you're good at putting a microphone in your mouth.
Damn. I ain't touching that one.
Nope. Touche. Round of applause. Round of applause, Erica. Good
As
job.
much
Good job.
distance as the
Damn.
restraining order says I have to keep from Anna Kendrick.
Well, that's cool. You know what? I'll date Anna Kendrick for you and tell you how she is, man.
No. I called dibs.
Okay, but no, I gotta ask Will this in all seriousness, Will. With
Mhm.
Princess Diana, is she cool wearing Pokemon sock to bed?
She probably would be. I'm gonna put her up on the screen right now, so
Erica can see her?
Erica can see her.
She doesn't look Asian.
Pokemon.
Yeah, but
She love Pokemon, cuz.
But I bet you if you ate, you'd be hungry an hour later.
I'd be going back for seconds.
So Will and Ando, Seven. I don't know how you feel.
High five, Seven.
Hey, so
Dude,
Will.
no, we totally would do it. We were talking.
Oh, you're and Seven are gonna do it now?
No, we were talking about eating pussy. And how I'd go back for seconds because I'd be hungry an hour later.
Hey, Will.
This show is descended into madness.
Oh my gosh. I got one more picture. I gotta show. This is the
Hey,
1/7, so
Will.
I think.
William Morgan.
Oh.
God, I would pay so much child
Hey,
support.
guess what? Hey, Ando, I told you, Ando, she's Latina.
Oh,
Hey,
Bruh.
William Morgan.
dude, can you imagine the language that she's speaking to you when you're doing it right, bro?
Yes.
I don't understand what you're saying, and I'm going to do it wrong, but I'm okay with that.
I'm
Hey,
all right.
William.
I'm a big
What's up?
fan.
What's up?
I'm a
What's up,
big
my
fan
chick
of
wife?
anything
She
spicy.
got oh my gosh, she got a Pokemon card. Oh
But
my
she's
gosh.
not Asian, Will.
I don't care. She's got a Pokemon card. Oh
Erica,
my god.
Erica.
Oh, she got the box. She got the box.
Oh,
And
she got the.
she got the box.
Erica.
And she got the long hair. Oh my god. She got another one. Oh yeah. Yeah.
They're my daughters.
We just
Don't get too
Ah.
excited.
Morgan's fan.
I thought they were hers,
everybody.
man.
So
I'm about to
those
get
are
all
watching.
I'm about to get all happy.
Okay, look,
She's
back
on
in the
my
day, I was
level.
like, back in the day, I was like stupid, ridiculously into Pokemon, but
Look at that right there.
I don't mean it offensively. I'm an adult now and have priorities.
Look at that right there. Look at that right there. Look at it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love spicy food. I fucking love spicy food.
What the hell? So,
Lord have mercy.
Spicy food super fucking spicy.
Nobody
I
saw
don't think
that.
I don't think she has a dick, Ando. That's not your type.
It wasn't a dick. It was a. If it was a dick, it'd be. But my hands weren't moving. They'd be up
Wait.
here.
I missed the microphone. I didn't see that involved in that action.
You do one thing. You do one thing once, and people label you for it now. Fucking great.
Yeah, duh.
Mic throat.
Oh shit.
You're welcome.
I got one more. Then we go get
So
out. I
you
got one more.
did it again?
I got one more.
Nothing happened. Unless you're watching it, it didn't happen.
Hey, I got one more.
I
Real quick.
saw
I got one more.
you.
I got because you see her body just a little bit.
Hell yeah.
Lord have mercy.
So
God.
every man that's watching, enjoy
Lord have
that
mercy.
stream that you go to tonight. You're welcome.
Lord have
Thanks to
mercy.
William.
Dude, this might actually be the platform to get her more followers for the sports people who don't follow Pokemon. This is the perfect way for her to get more followers. And then she'll be more inclined to be like, you know, that guy Will from the Sports Report podcast, I don't know what he's doing, but I'm getting 55,000 more followers.
Yes.
I'll jump on the
Yes,
Geek
Lord.
Outlet podcast.
Yes,
Not
Lord.
knowing that our specific
Yes, Lord.
episode today was all about Triple X.
Yes,
You
Lord.
just got a point.
Yes, Lord.
Man.
Sex sells.
I saw you on the sports.
Yeah, just ask the church.
Yes, Lord. Woo! Whoa.
Lord have mercy.
Wait, hold on. Let's get this right so this joke
Hold
is
on.
funny.
Let me get my
Ando,
face
I
in the
want you
right
to say-
position. Hold on.
Ando, I want you to say that again.
Which part? The Lord have mercy?
No.
The sex
no.
sells?
Yeah, just ask the church.
And we're friends. Why? Why? Why am I on bottom? I want to be on top.
Whoa!
This
My
is not
sister
even
says
weird.
apparently I'm a bottom.
I gotta go do one more.
So
I gotta go
Ando,
real quick.
so
Real quick. Hey.
Ando, in other words, you're the pitcher, not the catcher.
He wants to.
Yeah.
I want to be the
That's up to
pitcher. I like
mound,
delivering, okay? I don't like catching it.
He wants to be the pitcher, but I
Hey,
just
go
haven't
on,
let him
There we
step
go.
up to the
I'm on
mound yet.
top, baby. Let's go.
Hey, Will, I need you to switch. I prefer to be on the top too. It's a dominance thing.
Yes, Lord. I ain't mad at you, girl. I ain't mad
He's
at
like,
you.
yeah, whatever it takes to get you
I
on
ain't
top.
mad-
of him. I'm not
whatever
even
it
worried
takes.
about
I
it.
ain't mad at you.
Up 7.
You
I
just
ain't
fed
mad at
right
you.
into what he wanted. Like that
Whatever it
wasn't
takes.
even.
Yeah.
Look at whatever it takes. Look.
Hey,
I'm like
Will
Luther.
said he's on a plane, all right?
Listen,
Will said
I'm
he's
on
on a
Luther.
plane.
Look, I'm like Luther. I'm just trying to get one night. That's all I'm trying to get one night.
I told you,
But
it's not
you
enough.
got to
I'm
remember
trying to get
hold on,
one night.
Well,
You
yeah.
got to remember what Seven said. It takes
Will.
more than one time. So, Will, you got to
Agreed.
stay there like 3 days, man.
Three times.
Will.
3 times minimum.
3 days.
I'm
Will,
telling you. You think
until
about
my bloodline says there is some form of Asian in it, I'm not good enough for you. Just
I'm gonna
remember
find it.
that.
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it.
it. He's gonna
Keep
pay for
diving.
you to get a
Keep
20.
diving.
I'm gonna do DNA in me. I'm gonna do DNA in me. I'm gonna do that 101 DNA kit or whatever it is.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
do
That's
that.
gonna
23 in me.
you are not
23
gonna
in me
put
is what
my
Erica's going to have to
information
do.
like that.
23 in me.
Yeah,
He was-
23
what
that's
he's
what it is.
saying
Yeah,
is,
yeah,
what
yeah.
he's
Did you just say
saying is-
23 in me?
That's exactly what I said. That's the new DNA testing.
Can
Will's
you
going to
just-
create it, and it's going to be
Hey.
called 23 in me, produced
I
by
need
Erica
you-
Blaze.
I need
wants
you to do me
put-
a favor, Ando. Can you take
Yeah.
that microphone and shove it as far down your throat as possible?
I'm sorry, I cannot do that. I have no idea what you're talking about, ladies
I
and
need you
gentlemen.
to
He
show
wants-
me.
I have not once put this microphone down my throat. Ugh.
He wants to what the DNA test that he's gonna do is he's gonna put his DNA in your mouth and you're gonna test it. That's
Yeah.
really what.
Hell yeah. I ain't mad. I ain't
While
mad at that.
while we're on the
Hell
subject
yeah, I
of
ain't
this,
mad
do
at
you
that
guys
at
want to
all.
hear?
cuz.
You
We
guys
can
want to
make
hear a
that happen
joke? You
quick.
guys want to hear a joke?
Okay, before
No,
we
Go
go,
ahead,
I
go ahead,
don't.
go ahead.
I've heard enough being on this podcast.
What's the
kidding.
difference between like love and true love?
You gotta pay for it all.
No, the difference between like love and true love: spitting, swallowing, and blowing bubbles. There is that.
You done made my girl choke.
Brad,
Yes,
Brad
Lord.
will.
No, my sister just pointed out to me. My sister just pointed out to me that she's not on the podcast because I don't want to be overshadowed by the two cooler siblings. That's why she's not on.
Tell me she better come on here. Tell her she can come on here if she want to. She come on right now.
Hey, Will.
Hmm?
Normally, guys don't brag about their girl getting choked out by another guy. You might want to keep that to yourself next time.
Listen.
Oh
listen,
no, that's a badge Will will wear with honor.
Listen. I just want, like I told you, I'm like Luther. I just want one night. That's all I want. One night.
3 nights. According to 7, it's got to be 3 nights.
It gotta be 3
nights.
Okay, it's gotta be
It's a
3.
3.
Oh,
It's a 2-day,
Listen,
3-night
listen,
stay. That's what it is.
Listen, I will pay my own way there, and I will pay for my own place at the Howard Johnson, wherever I gotta go.
the Howard Johnson. Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
Howard Johnson has
And
continental
then,
breakfast.
Will,
Okay.
you have to pay for your own dinner for the seafood buffet where you're about to find all that Asian to stick your fucking dick in. But I'm still, Will, hold on. Serious question. Hold on. Will, serious question. Are you ready?
Yes, my love. Yes.
Is it fucking sideways, bro?
No.
Thank you. Been
No.
waiting for that answer for like 6 months.
No.
Oh,
But you can make it sideways if you flip your body over. Or
She's
dare I
so
say,
gone
there
off
is
the
another
rails,
hole.
man. Oh my gosh.
Yo, what the
I'm
fuck
just saying,
is
I'm
going
just
on?
oh shit. We better end this before we get fucking canceled.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
What
no,
is
look,
going
no.
on?
We just put up. Hold on. We just put up another viewer, by the way. So thank you.
Yeah, it's my sister.
Okay.
Oh, I was getting ready to say, okay, so we talk about sex and sports and we get people caught it.
That's what. No, I've said it before. Sex
You know
sells.
what? You know what? That would be a bad marketing employee.
Right?
Yo,
Come for
let's
the-
go. End
You know
this
what?
podcast.
Let's
Let's
call
have it
Trojan
for the-
Condoms and see if we can get them as a sponsor.
Listen, come for the sports, stay for the sex.
Yeah.
What we do, here's what we do.
Telling you.
We need to start covering the lingerie
Got
football
another
league.
viewer.
Yes. The LFL. Let's do it.
Let's start covering the lingerie football league.
Yes, Lord. We can review some of them games. Hell yeah.
I'll
Oh
be
my God.
college
deeply
volleyball,
invested.
college women's volleyball.
Bro, you got to come for Erica. You got to come for the volleyball.
Yeah. Erica got
Come
me
on
on
now.
it.
Listen, y'all don't
We're
want to even
listening.
fuck with me when it comes to volleyball. I played that shit. Yo,
Listen, you
let's
got-
go.
you
No,
got-
she's the one
come
that
on.
jumps up in her boobies
You
jiggle
just gotta
before
come
she
on
I'm
and
plays.
all
compete.
Right?
That's all
about
you gotta do. That's all you
volleyball.
got to do, babe. Just come on
Yeah.
and compete.
And we'll play it on replay.
Hey, Whitney,
That's
what's
what we'll
up?
do.
What's
That's
going
what
on,
we'll do.
Whitney?
We'll play it on replay.
Okay.
And this is Erica going up as the boobs come up. And we're just going to leave it there. That's the instant replay. And then we watch them go down, right? Clear.
And if you see
Come
this
up.
shot, and if
And
you
this-
see this shot,
Listen,
her behind up the she almost gave herself a
then
black
as-
eye.
listen,
And
what
then
I
as-
would want from
as
her,
number-
what I would want from her is a slow motion shot of that. You know, she just
Number
So-
14 is getting ready to deliver the spike.
Make sure
Oh
you
my God,
positive-
Ando! You want to know what's so funny about you saying that, bro? That's what number I was. It was
That's
number 14.
Will, you can't say that we're not testing. You can't say that we're not testing.
Oh.
You cannot say that we're testing.
herself.
But anyway, no, we're going to watch number 14 bend over as she gets ready
Yes.
to deliver.
Yes,
So we're
Lord.
just going to freeze frame it right
Yes,
there. Look
Lord.
at that bend over.
Don't mess with me.
Yeah.
Don't, because I will stream all that. I might not be able to stream it to YouTube, but I bet you I can stream it to some other places.
Oh my God.
Pornhub.com. Let's go.
This is the greatest fucking comment we've ever had on the show. This is the greatest fucking comment we've ever had on the fucking show. I have to retire now because there is nothing that will ever
You're not
top
retiring. No,
that
7 can't
fucking
retire.
comment right there from Ando's sister. Holy shit. That is fucking great.
I didn't even realize what she said, Ando.
Oh my
I did. I read it and then I laughed.
She didn't realize what she wrote.
So in other words, your sister decided to play finger golf while watching volleyball and broke her wrist
No,
while
the
watching
guy
other
injured
women
it because
play.
he's too busy jerking off. That's how he
No,
injured his
no.
wrist.
No, she was practicing her DJ scratches, bro. She was practicing her DJ scratches. Just
I was always wondering how come I saw women with injured ankles, and now I started thinking about women with the cars, like having sex in cars, and they
Yeah.
break their ankles, and
Yeah.
I was always wondering that. Okay,
Yep.
I was
Yep.
wondering that. But anyway,
Oh, sorry. I just got told that was Rob's comment from earlier, not my sister's. She will not take claim for that. That was all Rob.
Oh
I don't
man.
watch the
I
hiding
gotta
back
say,
there.
now you know what? Officially now, I am being overshadowed by my siblings, and I'm okay.
I don't know why she is hiding. She don't have to hide. She can come on.
Hey, so
I don't know how to register.
Caroline.
I tell her to register.
Hey, important information.
What?
Okay, just because you want to talk about your dick and putting microphones down your throat, chill out over there, Ando. Alabama has hired a new defensive coordinator.
Who they hired?
Former South Alabama head coach Kane Womack finalizing deal with the Crimson Tide. It just came through 5 minutes ago.
Cool. Keep it within the family. That's great. That's what they do in Alabama.
Yeah, I bet you would know what issue, Ando.
I'm not from Alabama. I don't keep it in the family, yo.
I don't
I
know.
just invite the family.
You don't know.
In Missouri, that only happens down south in the Boot Hills. So you don't have to worry about that.
Alabama, Mississippi.
Backwater Kentucky parts.
Down in that. See it.
Yep.
Oh shit!
This is
Don't forget Kentucky.
Yep. Tennessee.
Don't get me
You're
started.
the only ten I see, sis.
Okay, Ando.
Looking
How
pretty
old
good
are
at that
we?
there family reunion, if you
And
know
don't give
what
me-
I'm saying.
Oh,
And
No,
don't get
I
me
don't say
started.
that to my
Only a
sister.
second person.
Seriously,
It's a
no.
gray area.
And don't get me started with Utah.
Oh dear God. She has
The hell?
whooped us with her
What the
breakfast,
hell?
everybody.
What the hell?
That's my sister, y'all. Here we go.
all right. You couldn't sound more redneck than you do right now, Ando.
Hey now, y'all. You just jealous that Tampa Bay beat them Philadelphia
I'm not
Eagles.
fucking jealous because at the end of the day, if you look at it either way, collegiately, OU won that game, so it really don't matter.
Baker's
Yeah.
gonna lose to the Lions next week.
Yeah. How you doing, sis? What's going on?
I mean,
Well,
look, okay, so Ando, hold on now.
How are
Look,
you?
She's freaking cold. It's like negative 30 degrees over here still.
hey, Ando,
What?
you better check your tone before you fucking speak to me like that.
Or what? Are you gonna spank me?
Ah.
What is going on? This is Sports Report gone wild. What the fuck is
Hey,
going
just to let
on
y'all know.
tonight?
And just to let y'all know, we got another viewer. Just to let y'all know.
Yeah, let's go, sex sells, baby.
Oh shit! Oh my god, this is
I don't
fucking.
even
Next
know what
episode is
I'm
gonna officially
we
be
been
I
hosted
don't
by
even
Jordan
know what I
Condo.
was gonna say anymore.
You know
Ando.
what?
You
You know what?
fucking, you got me all
I'll-
thrown off.
I wonder if I haven't checked the YouTube feed yet.
Do you think Dan's turned this off at this point? He's like, there's no sports. Fuck it.
There's no sports. There's no sports. This is that. Oh my god! The viewers are actually from the Facebook page. Never mind.
Could you
No,
imagine
I'm just wondering if
Dan
Dan's
was
still
right
on.
now?
'Cause-
This shit would
his-
be so much more insane than it is right now.
Oh, way
Oh,
more
God.
cringe.
Oh god.
All right, y'all. Real quick, before we get out of here, because we've gone on for an hour and 37 minutes. Time flies when you're having fun.
The best people in the business, baby.
I got something.
Go ahead.
All right, so my other podcast, one that I do primarily by myself, but we're going to try and get some live episodes in with Will here soon. First Generation Dad. This week's episode has already been posted. I got it up actually on Friday, thank God. It is really good discussion on forgiving our past selves. So give it a listen. You can check it on all the platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts. It's even on Audible, and I believe it's also on Amazon Music. It's supposed to be, but definitely check it out. First Generation Dad, and please, I've only gotten 2 plays on it this week, so please listen to my podcast so that I don't feel so sad about play numbers. Thank you.
Sorry, 7. I'm gonna ask it like this: is that first spelled out or first with the number 1?
First spelled out.
First spelled out. All right. So that is spelled. Hold on. That is spelled FORTS. Frost Generation.
She look like, what the hell?
Did you drop him? Like, did
I don't know. You were there when I was born, was I?
Yelling at me.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not.
You were not there when I was born. I thought you were in. Okay.
Did you hit him in the head too much when he was a kid? Like you drop his head on the ground like you were playing fucking basketball or something?
I mean, did you?
Oh, so now I'm Stewie fucking Griffin?
No, the Stewie hit the roof. You hit the floor.
Mom.
Oh, so you're saying I lost?
Mommy.
Oh,
mommy,
Brittany's
mommy,
saying kickball. Brittany's
Oh,
saying
oh,
kickball.
Mom.
Right, that makes more sense.
Fuck you guys. I thought I was your favorite.
No,
Fucking bullshit is what
Hey,
it
wait.
is.
you're not
Andrew,
even
you're
the
my
third favorite.
favorite. You're the only one that actually plays zombies with me, unlike fucking Seven over here. So you're
Yeah,
I don't,
fucking
I
Will.
don't know. I don't know
Erica
anything about the
wants you to
game. while I
play
was
with
you.
her. Get on
I don't
zombies
know
and
anything
eat
about-
her.
I don't know
mean,
anything about the
stop
game.
the
I would
zombies
jump on
from
with
eating
you.
her.
you
I
are
would jump on
fucking
with you.
stupid.
Honestly,
I would
this,
jump on with you if I knew about the game. I don't know about the game. I've never played
this
the game.
new
What?
iteration
You
of
don't know
zombies.
about Call of Duty, Will? How old are
Is-
you?
I know about. It's Call of Duty. I got you. Yeah, I know about Call of Duty.
This version of zombies in Call of Duty is the best version of zombies they've ever
Dude,
done.
I can't play.
It is
So,
I am
fucking
so glad.
ridiculous how good it is.
Seven. You
Brittany
really
can
have no
attest
idea
that I-
how excited I am that somebody actually agrees with that. Look, Black Ops 3 was probably like my favorite, especially because they remastered the old
Oh,
map. She
Black
was my
Ops 3 was
favorite.
legit.
I'm
But
getting ready.
this version of zombies, I'm like, I love it. I already have
I gotta-
everything unlocked.
I
I
gotta
can't wait
say
till
that I
19.
absolutely hated playing zombies on like World at War and Black Ops 2
Mhm.
because you're stuck in a central location. I love that this one was open world. The
Yeah.
first time that we played together, there was a mimic who tried to swallow her up. I think I saw her throw her controller up a mile in the air, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And then I come around the corner, and it's like, "Oh my god!" And yeah, it was
I
dude.
can't-
It's
the game I'm
it's
with.
good, but it's bad, man. It's bad in a good way though.
The
It's
game
awesome.
the game I'm waiting to come on is a game called Paw World, and the reason why I'm waiting on that because it's Pokemon with guns.
That's the one that you posted in the Geek Gauntlet podcast, right?
Mhm.
I got to take a look at
It's
that.
Pokemon with guns.
Dude, if they put that on the Switch next to Pokemon, do you know how many kids be like, "But Pikachu shoots with guns"?
Pikachu,
That's-
it's Pokemon. It's Pokemon.
Pikachu don't need no
Pokemon,
gun.
What you got? Pokemon working in the gun shops. You got Pokemon helping. You have help grow flowers. If
Yep.
you get hungry, you can even cook them the little Pokemon and eat them.
Yeah, this
I'm getting
is
this.
bad.
I'm getting
Eating
this.
Pokemon.
I'm getting this game.
You know, some cat's gonna get murdered at some like redneck's house. Like that Pokemon told me I could do it. Nom nom nom.
Okay,
This
so
is
Just making
Chinese
fresh
chicken
Chinese
at the
food.
Chinese chef.
Damn.
Seven.
What?
Okay, well, you're like looking like this, and I don't know if you heard me because you didn't say nothing. Okay, so serious question. So Julio Urias, what was it? The Attorney General decided to drop charges. They're not going to go after him for felony charges. So now,
No, he'll get misdemeanor charges in city court.
so
Mhm.
LA County is now going after him. Does he get to play baseball again?
He'll get to play before Trevor Bauer does, and it's fucking
But
bullshit.
why?
Because, and I told you, in the Sportsaholic chat, I told you the reason why Trevor Bauer will never get to pitch in Major League Baseball again is because, despite the fact that he was found, or that the accusations against him were made to be unfounded, Robert Manfred is using this as an excuse to get him out of the league.
Hold on, we got to take our mandatory Robert Manfred break here. Fuck Rob Manfred. There we
Fuck
go.
Rob Manfred. Because
There
he
you go.
has been openly critical
There you
of
go.
the league for most of the time that he has been a pro.
Yes.
And when you piss off those rich ass old white guys, they are going to find an excuse to burn you. If you want any reference to that, look at what happened to Colin Kaepernick.
No, for sure. But here's the thing at the end of the day that is like, I'm sorry, people may think I'm crazy for this. Two different sports, obviously. But Trevor Bauer has more of a case to like fight to come back to be able to play his sport. I'm sorry, just my personal opinion. Than what Colin Kaepernick has. Trevor Bauer got accused of doing something that he didn't even do. Okay, so what? Because the dude likes to have rough sex and pull some bitch's hair and do whatever.
Things that you ask for on a nightly basis.
Oh,
That wait, I missed something. What?
damn!
You ask for on a nightly basis.
Hey, she
We
likes
can't
it.
even
how she
have a
likes it,
serious conversation. You guys are such 10-year-olds. It's insane.
Yes.
I ain't
Anyway,
say nothing. It
I
wasn't
missed-
me
bro.
this time.
100% me.
But I read at an 11th grade level.
It wasn't. It wasn't me this time.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Fully take it.
You are the ringleader of the monkeys here, William. I blame you.
Are you calling Will a monkey? That's racist.
Whoa! Why
Nobody
did you take it there?
No, you said it. No, don't even get mad at him. You said it. You said it. Don't come at my boy like that. Don't call him a monkey. Don't call. That's not cool.
I know Erica loves me, though. I know Erica loves me, so she didn't mean it like that.
The two male crackers need to simmer it the fuck
Whoa,
down.
whoa, why you gotta throw race into this now?
Hey, this is not Clerks 2. We are not
Apparently,
trying to
I
bring back
threw
Clerks
race into
monkeys.
it when I said something about fucking monkey.
Hey, I know Erica loves me, so I know she didn't mean it like that.
Thank you, Will. I would never call you a monkey.
Yes.
She's just mad at us ginger bros. They're 7. That's what she's mad
Yeah.
at.
I'd probably just say you're a panda, but
She's targeting you because she thinks you don't have a soul, Amber. That's what it is. She thinks
Hey,
other people
Oh
don't have a soul.
man, I'll get.
My-
Hey, at
my
least
soul
I'm a
is
panda.
right
I'll take
here.
that.
And when Erica finally lets me lay with her, she will have my soul.
What the fuck?
After Will gets it. After Will gets it here. Of course.
Oh my
I call
god!
dibs.
What the fuck is happening? This
what
one
is
wasn't my
going
fault.
on?
I call
This-
dibs, cuz.
This one was not my fault. This one was not my
You
fault.
then,
set
though.
that up, 7.
I
Oh,
did
then,
no
hey.
thing.
It's the cat.
But
Yeah,
no,
see.
here's so you are correct. He has more of a case for being brought back than Colin Kaepernick did because Colin Kaepernick played like shit.
Colin
Don't get
Kaepernick
me
was a
wrong.
piece of shit.
Colin Kaepernick should have gotten his shot to prove that he wasn't good enough to stay in the NFL.
And he did.
And I'm not going to. And it
That's why he did. That's why he blew off that workout the way that he did.
Yeah.
exactly.
No, if
He-
all
he-
32
he
teams
should have
aren't going to
gotten-
come
I
see me,
said-
I'm not going to play. Fuck off, dude.
He should have gotten a legitimate shot, and he didn't, and he got screwed by the league, and he deserved to sue and win. So I'm not going to take that away from Colin Kaepernick. But Trevor Bauer can be a high level performer still.
I agree.
Trevor Bauer Trevor Bauer managed to be a popular pitcher in Japan. Japan doesn't take kindly to individuals that are abusive, violent, or anything like that. That's a very big no-no in the Japanese culture.
Yes.
My mom was actually born in Japan. My grandfather was stationed at Tachikow Air Force Base. And so as a result, my mom has
That's
always
so
been very
crazy.
enamored with Japanese culture. And as a result, it is a part of the way I was brought up. The two first ethnic foods I learned how to make outside of just regular American food was Mexican food and Japanese food. There's things that I make myself today that are Japanese dishes. You're not going to see and especially a white individual, because white people are scrutinized almost as much as black people in Japan. And that's something that's talked about very often.
True.
The Japanese culture scrutinizes the fuck out of white people. And I'm not saying it like they're racist or anything. It's just something that they do as part of their culture because they're very comparative people. And so as a result, you look at the fact that Trevor Bauer managed to have, despite a rough start last year in the Japanese Baseball League, a stellar fucking season. I would love to wake up tomorrow morning to find that the Boston Red Sox have signed Trevor Bauer to a contract.
Anybody but the Dodgers.
Hell yeah.
I honestly, the Dodgers could offer him the same amount of money as Shohei with none of it being deferred, and Trevor Bauer is still going to tell the Dodgers to kick rocks, and he absolutely fucking should.
And honestly, in all reality, Bauer deserves to. The way
Absolutely.
I'm a Dodgers fan, I'll go grab every bit of
Didn't
Dodgers
Bauer
shit
play
they
for the
have.
Dodgers?
I'm
Yeah,
a
the
massive
Dodgers
Dodgers
are
fan.
screwed Trevor
I
Bauer.
admit, like, I don't follow Trevor Bauer's story a whole lot, but I knew he played for one of the LA teams.
Yeah, he
no,
played for the
the way
Dodgers, and
that
that
the
team just
Dodgers
completely
went
fucking
about
screwed them.
handling Bauer was fucking disgusting.
And
was
that's actually the reason that I will root for failure for the Dodgers organization for the rest of my life. I love Mookie Betts. Actually, about half of Boston's 2018 World Series roster is currently in the LA Dodgers, but I will root for their failure every fucking day because of the fact that they did Trevor Bauer dirty like that. And that's somebody that's coming from somebody that grew up in an abusive situation.
Yeah.
Trevor Bauer was fucking framed, and Trevor Bauer will pay for that for the rest of his life when it comes to professional baseball. And it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is,
honestly,
it is
Seven-
complete bullshit.
Yep,
I mean,
I agree.
Seven, like,
I agree.
have you been able to see like the screenshots and like the conversations that like even happen with MLB players with this fucking hoe? Sorry, But seriously,
No, she was
he was a fucking hoe. You
If that
literally
bitch-
used this man and you destroyed his.
Hold on. I
career.
gotta throw in that unnecessary sexual joke at this point. Was she used more than the pitching clock?
she wanted to be.
So when the pitching
Oh,
clock
wait.
was reset, the
Thank
next dude
you.
stepped in and
Thank
pitched.
you, 7. You beat me. She wanted to be.
And here's the thing. Here's what
Next
I
up.
don't think people talk about enough with this, and chicks trying to frame athletes, because chicks like this exist all over in every
Yep.
sport, across sports.
Yep.
Yep.
Chicks do this to athletes to try and get that fucking money.
Yep.
And that's why athletes have to be so secure about the
And
women that
it's
they allow
not
themselves
only-
around because of chicks like this.
Yep.
But here's the thing. Here is the biggest truth that pisses me off in all of this. If it wasn't for the fact that this bitch was so fucking stupid as to talk about what she was doing and leaving a fucking paper trail, she could have brought down several professional athletes' careers by now.
Yep.
The same bitch. And nobody would have been able to fucking stop her. If
Yeah.
it wasn't for the paper trail that she left telling other people what she was doing.
Well, I mean, and not only that, she went to court saying she had what was it? Saying that he had beat her ass, gave her a black eye, broke her nose, and did something else all in one sitting. But then she's sitting there on TikTok or whatever the fuck it was, and she's, look who I'm in bed with. But she doesn't have shit on her fucking face. No
And
bruises,
also, can I just
no
say this?
markings, no nothing.
Can I
This
just say
bitch
this
looks
really quick?
fine. But this dude is now stuck playing in fucking Japan because of a stupid fucking hoe. That there's plenty of proof. I'm sorry, like that really is what gets to me with Manfield, whatever the fuck his name is. That's how much I care. I
Fuck
don't
Rob
care.
Manfred.
Phil Rob
But
Manfred.
like you,
Phil Rob Manfred.
this dude is
I have it as
so
my tag.
innocent and it's been proven, but because of your distaste for the dude, because he's been honest about his feelings of you as a manager of MLB, you're not going to let him come back and play. Think of how much money, no matter what team this dude's on, how much money is he going to bring to that team because of his ability and his skill as a pitcher. Bauer's nasty. Go watch him sitting over in Japan playing right now. He is fucking nasty.
And if they
And-
can allow him to fix this story and write it to his narrative, think about all the money
No,
and support that
He
will bring to
has.
baseball.
He has
And
been
yeah,
clear in
yeah.
the quotes. He has talked to the public. If you go to Trevor Bauer's Twitter feed, you can get all of the information. He literally puts everything out there. He has put himself out there. And for this to continue to happen, and for Rob Manfred to do this, it shows first how weak of a commissioner he is. Because you don't, this isn't how you respond. It's like with how Goodell screwed Kaepernick. I will never respect Goodell again.
Yeah.
I
I
can't-
didn't like Kaepernick to begin
can't,
with, but yeah, you got to give the guy an honest
you-
shot.
Even as somebody, you were in the military. You were
Yep.
in the military, okay? Kneeling, his protest of kneeling for the national anthem.
Yep. That pissed me off.
It pissed you off, but once you found out why he was doing it the way he
See,
was
okay,
doing it,
so I'm
and
going to say
how,
it like this.
hold on, let me finish.
Yep. I'll let you finish.
Once you found out why he was doing it the way he was, where he came up with a protest from, which was people that he knew that were in the military,
Mhm.
because he was doing something different before.
Yep.
He changed it to kneeling out of respect for after talking to his military friends.
Mm-hmm.
He altered his behavior. This is a man, regardless of skill, that put his entire career on the line to speak out and to use the very platform that we give professional athletes to generate change in the fucking world. How dare he create change and conversation around a issue that needed to be talked about as much then as it does now? I can understand criticism about timing.
Oh yeah.
And I can understand that. But in truth, we give this man a guaranteed platform of 3 hours a week. That's the only time they're guaranteed, because when he's in a press conference, He's not allowed to say, yeah, I understand you guys want to ask those questions, but no, this is what I'm going to talk about.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's given 3 hours a week where the cameras are going to be on him and there is nothing you can do about it.
Correct.
He did exactly. He did it in the most in the best way possible to get it noticed and to start the conversation.
I will say this. There are worse things that you can do besides kneeling during the national anthem. Me, myself, if you don't, I take offense to anybody who don't take off their hat when the national anthem goes. Like, you need to stand up and take your hat off, right? I mean, if nothing else, stand up and take your hat off.
Right.
There are worse ways. Like, people who step on the flag, people who stomp on the flag, people who burn the flags, fuck off and get the fuck out of the country.
Amen.
Blatant disrespect like that.
Amen.
And I understand what you're saying, but here, let me ask you a question here. Okay. So you're in the military.
Yep.
That oath that you swore to.
Yep.
Regards.
I don't remember it. Please don't ask me to.
No. But I'm going to paraphrase because every branch, the oath is very similar, and the fact that you are, your job is defending everybody's rights in the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. Correct? In a nutshell. Obviously, none of them are exactly that, but that's what it is, right?
Yep.
Everybody is entitled to peaceful protest.
Yep.
Whether it's
everybody is entitled to their own opinion.
Exactly. Everybody is entitled to peaceful protest, which is exactly what it was. So his rights were protected by the Constitution.
Yep.
And everybody is entitled to their opinion. Plenty of wrong opinions out there. We see it. That's what the great thing about the internet is. It's given a voice to a bunch of fucking stupid people.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But
Point proven. Look at our podcast.
Exactly. If we can do it, anybody can. Damn it. Anyway,
we just need to be the most popular of all the dumb podcasts.
Yes.
He did exactly
what you created, Will. But anyway,
I did it.
Fuck off, Facebook user.
Oh, that's your sister. That's got to be your sister. But he did exactly what he is supposed to do.
Yep.
He used the platform that we gave him and made a peaceful protest to stimulate conversation to generate change.
Yep.
There is not a single reason why we should be criticizing a professional athlete for doing just that. We can debate the merits all we want, and I understood what he was fighting for. I get it, and it was an issue then. It's an issue now, but we can never criticize somebody for using their freedom of speech in the platform that we gave them to stimulate positive change in our society.
Yep. And how are we supposed to know how you feel if you don't speak out on it?
Exactly.
And Kaepernick, what are you going to do during a press conference? Yeah, I mean, I'm upset that police are beating black people in these neighborhoods. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to write that down in a note, and then it's going to be forgotten. At the time that it was happening, I was frustrated and upset. As a prior military sailor, I felt if you didn't want to stand for the anthem, you don't have to be out on the field for it, right? I mean, you live in America. You're getting paid by the American people. You're getting paid some way, right, to do the sport that you love. Right. I like there was an offensive lineman for the Steelers, Alejandro Villanueva. He used to stand in the tunnel so that nobody could see him. And that's how he supported the flag. Because he's not going to disrespect the flag. He's not going to kneel. But this way, he's out of the spotlight. He knows that there's change that needs to happen, but he's not going to bring it directly to everybody's attention. Personally, I like that way better. Then people will be like, hey, why weren't you out there on the field? Hey, I have these issues with the way that our country is going, right? I think both ways it brings knowledge to the people who can't see it or to the people who don't have the privilege to see it.
Right.
Because as a white person, I'm not going to know what a black person is experiencing in America. Absolutely will not, right? My history is Irish and German. As far as I'm aware, I'm Irish and German. So I will never know what a black person from the South is going to go through, right? Because South is where most of the racism is going to happen. I'm never going to know what that feels like. I was always taught at a young age, treat everybody with respect, regardless to color, regardless to religion, regardless to background.
Right.
So if you have that platform of, hey, we need to treat everybody equal, you got to find a way to speak out about it. Like I said, at the time that it was happening, it pissed me off. But with the ability of hindsight now in play, Kaepernick could have taken it a whole nother way. He could have been rioting in the city of San Francisco, or he could have been going right to the NFLPA and being like, this needs to change now, or we're not going to play another down. And I personally, as an athlete, I didn't really care for his play style. I thought he was reckless with the football. I didn't really think he was that good of a quarterback.
He wasn't. He was like horrible decision making.
But
he had the platform.
You can't be blackballed in that situation. I mean, he set himself up for failure where I'm going to only have this worked out if all 32 teams see me. There are teams that don't need you as a quarterback. There are teams who are set at that position.
Well,
look at the other teams that are offering.
Hold on.
Yep.
Backup quarterback.
He's not going to take a backup role. The XFL offered him. The XFL offered him. I think it was like $1 million.
Hold on. Are you comparing a role as a backup quarterback in the NFL to being a quarterback in the XFL?
Yeah, I am, because they both make about the same much, and both will put up about the same
XFL players do not make that much money.
I was gonna say there's no way an XFL player makes
okay, fair enough. You got me.
Not even
but
close.
The XFL offered him a set contract, and he didn't want to take it. Look, to get your foot in the door and to show that you have the smarts to be a football player, take the opportunity in the XFL. If you saved money from your first contract, that's great. You can use the money that you're getting from the XFL to feed your family this year. Perfect. And Kaepernick went to Nevada, so I'm sure he has some kind of smarts where he saved the money, and with the family upbringing that he had, I'm sure the family had him save money. He didn't blow all of it away.
No, he's fine.
To prove, when everything is said and done, Colin Kaepernick at the bottom line is a football player. Colin Kaepernick, to this day, is still trying to get into the NFL. I forgot how old the dude is. I don't know if he'll never play another down. Probably won't. But even 4 years ago, take the snaps in the XFL. PJ Walker plays for the Cleveland Browns, and he played in the XFL. It wasn't like, I'm too good for the XFL. No, PJ Walker took the opportunity that he had, and he ran with it.
Real quick, I want to go ahead and start finishing things up because we're at 2 hours.
I want to say this about that, and then I'm good. You are 100% correct in that the reasonable assumption that going to the XFL could have provided some proof that the ability was there.
Yep.
Yes.
The problem was the ability wasn't there.
Nope.
Okay. And so by playing the dance the way that he did, he kept the attention on him. He kept his marketability up so that he could make money doing other things, which is the intelligent way to do it. Because he knew that he did not have true staying power to be a professional quarterback, because he could have played in the XFL, the USFL, arena football,
Canada, NFL
Europe is coming back.
Yep.
There has been plenty of opportunity, but he doesn't want to play football, because then if he actually plays football, everybody's going to see and be reminded of the type of quarterback that he was.
No.
As a quarterback, he was not that good, but he should not have been robbed of the opportunity to prove that because he decided to protest peacefully.
Yep.
And that's where the line is.
Yeah. All right, you guys, we got to get out of here real quick. So I say thank you to everybody coming out. I know things got a little bit honky, a little bit crazy, but it was so much fun.
That was.
It was so much fun. So I say thank you to everybody.
Window can put a whole microphone down his throat.
There's no proof. Delete the film, Will.
Nope. It's staying on YouTube forever. I'm going to turn that into a TikTok video by tomorrow morning.
There we go.
Y'all, we could put it on OnlyFans and we could be his managers and he'd never know it and we'd make bank. Let's
Yo, I better get a piece of the pie, Erica.
No, you don't get a piece of the pie.
I'm the one that's being broadcasted doing it. I better get a piece of the fucking pie.
You didn't stop. You did this on your own free will, on free. It was already there.
That's why I should make the goddamn money.
Okay, well, the three managers will decide, and we will get back to you within 5 to 7 business days.
We're Chiefs fans. You better remember me. Will, we're Pokemon brothers. Erica, I saved your life in Call of Duty Zombies, so you all better fucking remember me.
I'm pretty sure I saved you too, so it's a mutual streak there.
All right,
I may have been thinking about other things while you were saving my life.
That's not my problem.
Real quick,
it was a hard problem for me.
Come on, guys.
And on that note, before we go off on a tangent one more time, I want to say thank you for everybody coming out to the Sports Report Podcast. I do appreciate it. We appreciate it. You guys have a great week. We'll see you Monday night, 10 p.m. Eastern for round 2. We'll see you then.